So the traditional piping on of the finalists here at the Utica Curling Club. Sorry about that. I just remembered I forgot to hit the record button. But now we're recording.
Okay.
So that's too bad. We missed them coming in. But you can see them now. And good morning, Burgle Bunny. So our finals coming up. Well, we'll have plenty of time to introduce the teams, but just let's take in the ambiance of
Sunday morning
here, live from the Utica Curling Club. And we'll have the both national anthems, the Canadian and the American.
So welcome to our 60th Cobb Bonspiel. And I'm sorry about the webcam, folks.
Now you're holding it nice and steady.
All right, we're here at the Utica Curling Club for the 60th Cobb Bonspiel.
Very nice job on both national anthems, the Canadian and the American. I'm sorry, Julie, but you're indicating. Oh, you want just, oh. I think they'll be blocking them, though, I think.
So the traditional.
You want to get the camera 3 angle, I think? Is that what you're thinking? We can try it.
Curlers, the ice is yours. Good curling.
We'll take this. So that's a traditional taste of Sunday morning. Everybody plays to be in the finals. So before we get started, it's Julie Schnattery and Doug Smith here on a late February Sunday. And our feature game on sheet 3 is the A finals. It's got Burlington 2, Rob DiPodesta's team against Brian Moore's team from Utica 2. Rob's team, Skip Rob DiPodesta. Third, Rebecca Pipes. Second, Bob Mon subbing in for Dave Nickel. And then lead, Christine Gordon. And they're going against Utica 2, Brian Moore's team. Brian Moore Skip, Carol Jones Vice, Dale Jones second, and Marge Moore lead. We're going to bring you the updates from the other sheets as we go along, but let me give you the rundown before we start. The B event is on sheet 2. That's Mike Kessler's team. Mike Kessler Skip and Stuhlman Vice. George Brown second and Cindy Brown lead. And they're up against Pat Costello's team, another Utica team, with Pat Costello as Skip, Joyce Schaefer as Vice, Brad Anderson as second, and Sue Gardner as lead. And for our C event, we have Burlington 3 is up against Utica 5. Burlington 3, Charles Firstman is Skip, Joan O'Brien is third, Dave Amacarelli is second, and Wendy Walker is lead, and they are up against Bill Morehouse's team. Bill Morehouse is Skip, Laura Jacon is Vice, John Jacon is second, and Michelle McEnroe is lead. And the D event, and these folks are the people, the last people out of the A. The D event is Brockville versus Utica 8. In Brockville, Karen Mahone is Skip, Bob Jordan is third, Colleen Quinn is second, and Gary White is lead. Utica 8, Dave Palazzoli is Skip. He's got Donna Caleo. He's got Sue Williams as Vice. He has Gary Williams as second, and Donna Caleo is subbing for Kathy Palazzoli at lead. And to round it out, the E and F events. E is Philly 1 against Schenectady 2. Philadelphia 1 is, as I looked at, Nancy Garrison Vanderhoop is Skip, Jim Hess is third, Joe Hess is second, and Roland Garrison Vanderhoop is playing lead. And we are playing Schenectady 2, which is Scott Brennan's team. Scott at Skip, Peggy O'Connor at third, Steve Lemon at second, and Amanda Barr at lead. And then the F event, National 1, is playing Schenectady 4. National 1 is Daryl Dinsdale as Skip, Nancy Dinsdale as third, Ed Waller as second, and Sandra Brown as lead. And Schenectady 4 is Dan Navratil at Skip, Faye Navratil at third, Tom Lancaster at second, and Paula Lancaster at lead.
So nice job, Julie. You have all the teams for all 6 final games here.
We'll be updating you all along. The first couple shots have been thrown in our first game. Looks like Team Moore has the hammer.
Okay, we're up to 12 viewers. Thank all of you for joining. Again, we're live here at the Utica Curling Club. This is the final of the Cobb Bonspiel. The A event game. For those of you that watched our coverage yesterday, you saw a tight match between Brian Moore and the Brockville team. Came right down to Brian's last rock. He made a phenomenal shot, a little tap back to score 1 and win the game 10-9. here's Marge.
So Christine Gordon's put up 2 guards.
You'll watch that paper. Yeah, the remote's right here, Julie. So. Yeah, if you could move back a little bit.
So Marge's coming around the outside guard. It's a little light. But that's going to work as it's right on top of the guard thrown by Christine.
And my name is Doug Smith. I'm doing the engineer, and our color commentary today will be provided by Julie Shinatri, our club president, and also a competitor in this event. We won't talk. You can talk about your performance.
Yeah, no, we're not playing on Sunday, so that says something about it. So it looks like Bob is going to draw around the outside. Is that a little tap? I missed the call. I'm sorry about that. Oh, it looks like he's tapping. Looks nice. Little tap up. Oh, a little too light. Okay, Brian's calling for Dale to hit his yellow into the blue and take the blue out. Not quite what Brian was hoping for.
Yellow is
still shot, it looks like.
I'm sorry, I have yellow. I had the scoreboard colors. Oh, here we don't even have the scoreboard up, so there it is.
Bob's calling for a guard. So we have a Rob and a Bob, so if I get them mixed up, I apologize to viewers. Bob Mons throwing a second, throwing a guard. Looks slightly heavy. It's coming over. Didn't curl as much as they thought. Well, there. Brian can see the shot. He's having Dale take out the front blue, and if he gets the double, he'll be happy.
Okay, so I think we have everything set to go.
Yellow's coming over now. Is he going to get both of them? He's definitely getting the top. It looks like he might.
Oh.
Oops, Carol goes down, but she pops back up.
Yeah, she's okay.
A little greasy out there, it looks like. Well, now we've got Burlington 2 hitting shots. Right on top. He's calling for Rebecca to curl in behind the guards. It's at 1-2, I believe. And the shot's off. Calling for sweep. It's not curling a lot. Oh, he's looking for the wick now. Actually, that might have been the call.
And a little flop, trying to get under cover.
Not quite.
Nope, didn't quite make it. Good shot. Good attempt.
So Brian's calling for Carol to hit and roll over the top of their yellow, away, keeping the center open. So I'll count that blue in the back, but sit 1-2.
So, Julie, I'm trying to get my groove in for switching the cameras.
Takes a little bit. Sunday
Sometimes
morning.
when you talk, it's
Right.
I forget to switch. So,
Yeah, I had that at the Kaiser.
just getting it set up here. All right, we're in Vice Stones here, first and live from the Utica Curling Club. Thanks all of you for joining us on Ustream.
Brian just changed the call. Now he wants to roll behind the guards on the just off center line. He had Carroll going outside, but here it comes. It's hanging a little bit.
That's gonna let's get a
Escape by,
good
I
house
think.
view. Yep.
Just never. They put brooms on it, and it just never. Well.
Okay, let's see what Rob is going to call here. Yeah, it looks the guard looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to call a guard.
You can see.
He's sitting.
Yeah, they're sitting one.
He's stopping 4, sitting 1, with a jam possibility in back. A guard is a very good call here.
Ah, it was a nice delivery.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now it looks when they put the brooms on the.
Yeah, that would look like a kind of tight ice. Is there a little run, perhaps? Maybe that's what Rob was thinking.
I think so.
Well, it's hanging.
So he read the ice right.
Yep.
It works. Although you can.
No, it's almost fully buried. Maybe 1/16 hanging out. So yesterday, 1/32 maybe. All right, I promise. No, I won't geek it up today.
I'm pretty geeky, but you are geeky.
It has to be in your blood to do stuff like this. But I'm having a blast with this. A lot of fun.
I think he's having Carol curl around. They come right down to it.
Is that the call? Okay, there's the ice.
I missed Brian. Brian was scratching his head a little bit, and so I didn't catch what he really decided in the end. Maybe he's going to peel the guard. Oh, it looks heavy. He's trying to come around and chip it a little bit. It's on that line, though. Again, right down that line.
Get the back yellow. Let's take a look. It's right through the port, right all the way through the house.
Well, I was hoping it would get around that front guard. I mean, there's a straight spot. It'll probably start to curl up a little later. It's a little stiff right now. I think Rob is just going to put another guard.
The 60th edition of the Cobb Bonspiel, as Julie pointed out last night. Amazing, 60 years.
1953.
Of course, when compared to the Mitchell, it seems almost like brand new, but still amazing.
Well, women didn't start playing in this
that's
club until 1948, so it's 5 years after.
Yeah. It was 1948.
After the Glengarrys were formed in 1948, that's the women's committee here. 5 years later, they decided they'd do Art Marie Cobb sponsored a Bonspiel.
And it's stuck till this day. So here's Rob's first skip stone. Looks like, is he asking for a guard, perhaps, or just in the top of the house?
Oh, it's curling hard here.
Freeze to it. Let's take a look.
Well, it's got to get it off a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to hang out. But
yeah. Well, they give Brian a chance
Let's
to
see.
get out of this end.
Yep. Saw Rob's expression there.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, so he's taking a look.
Yeah, he was surprised it curls as much as it did, I think.
It's a cool looking stabilizer he has there. I think that's an Asham one, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Mine's a Home Depot, thanks to Gary White.
I bought one from Canada. I went to the Hot Shots camp. Didn't help, but it helped for about a year. I'm just not that good, so.
Yeah, mine's endorsed by the Plumbers Association of America with all the PVC pipe.
Yeah. So.
All right, what's Brian looking at here?
I think Brian wants to hit right in the middle of those two rocks.
Yeah, let's get a house shot. So
I think he's trying to hit
right in here.
here.
Yeah, spill them both.
Yeah, spill them both. That will put him in nice shape if he can do that.
Yeah, might be. I mean, it depends on his weight here. What he's looking. He's got to throw to get them both. He's got to really throw a good weight. I don't know if it's there.
Well, depends on if he's looking
Yeah.
for 2 or 3. If he can, he doesn't have to throw a ton of weight to push those 2 away from the 4 and sit 2. Fairly well guarded. But if he wants to go for the 3 to make his 1 in the outer 12 count, he has to throw some weight. Problem is, if you throw some weight at this and it hangs out, you may lose your back 1. And he didn't throw big weight.
He's calling him off. You saw him sweeping early.
Yeah. And that's the problem.
It's hanging out there.
It's hanging out there. And that's
coming a little.
Yes, but the jam on his back 1 is right. Well.
Okay. So we can see very clearly here, Burlington 2 is shot rock, but Brian has second
Second
stone.
and third. It looks like he has second and third.
Yes, second and third. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right, Julie.
It's not a terrible place to be. Now we'll see what Rob. See if we can hear what the call is.
Yeah, if you want, you can turn that ice shed mic up from time to time. Not too. It makes a little.
It was a very quiet discussion with his lead about what they're doing. Let's see if the weight he throws. It's kind of hard when they put the ice down. You don't know, given the way it's been running straight, if they're calling for a guard and they don't think it's going to curl much, or they're calling for a hit on the inside. I think he's calling for a guard. That's just it. Even if he comes to the inside of that rock, even if it's what he does is if he comes to the inside of the rock and it's way out there. Here it comes.
Yeah, he called him right off.
He's got to be a little careful here. It's really curling. Actually, that's not a bad that's not a bad shot at all.
Staggered pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Let's see, there's the house. That was Rob's last stone. So Ryan's
going to try to skinny pass. It looks like he's going to try to skinny pass that and just knock his into the blue.
See that, and you could get 2.
Well, he could get 2. He's probably going to he'll spill his shooter.
Right.
Yeah, he'll spill his shooter.
Trying to jam it into here and move this one back out of the house like that. So to get the ice. And so what we'll do, folks, out there is we'll, after each end on our feature sheet here, Julie will quickly run through all the scores, or I can do it.
Whoever.
Yep.
Whoever can see. Neither of us can see. So here comes Brian's shot. Oh, he likes these shots.
Okay, so here's the ice. It's got to. You see, it has to be very narrow by that blue guard to make this shot. Last rock, Brian Moore in the first end, looking to score 2.
That's going out. It's coming back. Yeah, it's coming back though.
Look at the shot.
This is nice. Look at this.
Wow, pretty.
Nice shot. That's
Brian, that's some applause here. Very nice shot.
And that's exactly what they called. And just they were very patient. They didn't put the broom on it too quickly. They let it curl.
That's a score of 2.
Yeah.
Hammer goes over to Rob.
Yeah.
Very nice, Brian. We had a comment in the from Burgle Bunny, and that was a very nice shot.
Yeah.
So, Julie, is this a 10-end final or just 8? 8 ends,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. No, that's the Mitchell.
Okay, just the Mitchell does that then.
Right.
All right, so we'll get the quad view. You want any score updates? So
Yeah,
far?
we've got Philadelphia sheet 1. We got Philly 1 up on Schenectady 2, 1-0.
And do you want to give the sheet numbers?
Sure,
too?
I did.
Yeah.
I said sheet 1,
Okay.
the event. Sheet 2, Mike Kessler's team. Utica 1 just took 2 on Pat Costello's Utica 4 team. That's sheet B. That's the B final. On sheet 4, the C final, it looks like Utica 5, Bill Morehouse team took 1 on Charles Firstman. On sheet 5, it looks like Brockville, Karen Mahant's team Took 3 in the first line over Dave Palazzoli's team. That's a D final. And I don't have a score yet. It hasn't been hung on sheet 6. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
That would be Nashua and Schenectady 4, Dan Navratel's team.
Okay, it's a nice center line guard thrown up by Marge to start the end. And looking for the textbook corner guard or perhaps slide it in. It looks like a nice corner.
It looks like a nice corner, yep. So, they're going to play very probably conservative strategic game here. These two teams can make their shots, so if you've watched any of the games over the weekend, if you make your shots, you can call a shot and make them consistently, you're going to win. You just be patient and wait for the other team to make a slight mistake, and that's really probably what this game is going to come down to.
And if Brian keeps making shots like he did on his last, that's
well, he's certainly on
well.
this. He's certainly on this weekend.
Yeah.
He's made a couple.
Super. I don't know if you caught that shot from last night or heard about it at the party. That was phenomenal.
Heard about it at the party.
Oh yeah, that was a phenomenal shot. It was an exciting game. Remember, I was predicting it was going to come down to the last rock. Not only did it do that, it went extra ends as well. So I don't know. It's this that Zen feeling or whatever it was last night. I just knew that game was going to be close.
Well, when you get that
psychic feeling, excuse me, yeah.
When you get those teams that are that quality playing, you're always going to have a good game. Okay, this is Christine's second shot. They're trying to tick one behind this. They didn't get behind that guard. They were going behind their guard, and now
it spills out. Looks like it's going to be open, though.
Yeah.
I'll take a look from far. Well, no, actually. Well, Brian was in our way in Broadcast Central here.
Yeah, I mean, he can.
That's us. We just wave. There's Julie's waving. Now Rob is waving, too. No, I don't think he was. Hey, Rob. All right,
I think he's saying nice shot to Christine.
All right, so
Brian's
look
calling
at that ice.
Dale to take it out, and he's waiting. So you got to be patient on this side. It's going to start. It's going to curl, and it's going to start to curl up now. I mean, the first end was a little. It runs straight if you put the brooms on it, but here it comes. Ooh, little light.
It's carving now. Carving. It's going to hit top guard. Yeah, lines those guards up though. So.
Does.
And you can. And now the blue is probably fully. You can take a look there. The blue's out in the open now.
Yeah, but they're going to give him that shot.
Right.
It's been hard to
sit two here because a nice shot around the corner guard.
Right.
That's what's being called for.
So he's calling Bob Mon.
Bob Mon. Now was he a fill-in, a sub?
Yeah, he's a sub for Dave Nickel. Bob skipped the Burlington 4 team.
Right. We saw him in our 1:30 game yesterday. Right. Now, when you announced his name, I said, And then, did we ever find out if that was his wife?
We did not.
Okay.
I did not.
Brockville. Well, does that make sense? Probably not. So they live in different towns. All right, wake up, Doug. All right. So here, look at this shot from here.
It's a little light. They can use it, but they sort of. He's giving Dale a little bit more ice. I think he wants it to just a little.
Yeah, so a little light on that come around attempt around the corner guard, and now Brian would be in a great position. A little flop here would be very nice.
He's calling just for through the house weight, although he pointed to bumper. He said through.
Yeah, he'll get some movement on this.
Well, it looks like it's after the first end going away from the glass, very straight, but it does curl on this side. You just got to be patient, and it's going to come back right now.
Yep. The camera's flickering over here on. Hopefully that'll go away.
This one did not come back, but I think it's got enough to take him out, does it?
Yep.
Ooh.
All right, so let's hope this we've had intermittent problems with this camera. We're using a wireless transmitter instead of a hardwired camera, so it's. Roger said you had some problems. So hopefully this it's not too bad right now, but everybody stay still. Don't move. Well, that's pretty hard to do. All right. So here's Bob's second. I'm going to get the shots updated here.
So I'll give you sheet 6. They just handled the score. Daryl Dinsdale's team from Nashua is up 1-0 on Schenectady Ford and Navratil's team. Doing a little tap up here. Doing a little tap up. He's decided to. They're going to outcount that, and they did. They outcounted. Yep, they outcounted.
That's shot stone right there.
No, it isn't. Is it shot?
Yeah, it should be.
It's hard to tell. There's one in the back. Brian, you can't see through Brian.
Oh, okay.
We're not sure which one is shot, but
watch
they're
it
1
too.
and 2, no matter what.
Oh, there it is. Julie was saying 1 and yep, probably that's 1 and that's 2.
Hard to tell from back here.
The same weekend as the Scott Tournament of Hearts going on not far from here, only 3-hour drive in Kingston, Ontario. So maybe when, I know there's a 9 a.m. game going on, maybe some Canadian viewers are watching that on TSN. Oh, your cell phone again.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, let's see what Brian's asking for here. Maybe come around. And there's the ice, and we'll cut to Carol.
I was going to check my Twitter feed to see how they were doing in this Tournament of Hearts.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I know it's the Team Canada versus, well, who was
Ontario? Was it Ontario?
No, Ontario's in the final.
Okay.
The girls that I was raving about yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting that flickering again. Hopefully that isn't going to.
Yeah, it's flickering a little.
Yeah, I might have to pull. If it, I may have to. Problem is, though, if you don't want to mess around too much, well, we'll just hope it goes away. And if it starts to get even worse, I'll play with the dish a little bit. And asking to come around that pile, the corner guards there.
Oh, nice shot. Another nice shot here.
Looks pretty good.
I'm trying to look at our, see if we have anything updated for you for.
Yeah, it was Ontario versus Manitoba in the 1-2 game, and that was last night. And the 3-4 game, I think, is Canada versus, not sure. Sorry, we don't. All right, so.
Also have some wheelchair curling.
Yeah, back to the action here, Julie. There's Carol's second stone.
Brian's talking for, he wants a takeout, he wants her to hit and roll behind the cover. Wow, this is hanging out. It's going to come, but I don't know if it's going to come enough. Here it comes. Here it comes. Nice weight, Carol. Is it going to get? It's going to clip it. It's going to just clip it.
And spin off to the right. So, and
although
we'll see,
it
Rob's
might be
gonna,
second set.
Yeah, Rob's going to try to sweep that back as far as he can.
Oh.
Yes, and that's not quite on the 8-foot.
So we can't tell. We can't tell if that's third.
I think blue's 3, clearly 3 right now.
Okay. As I said, you know, these are both really good teams. Just slight misses could get you in trouble. Well, Brian's got some life here. Let's see how Rebecca does with this guard. All right, he said line's tight. Where is it? He's asking about the weight. He's asking him to bring it. He's asking him to bring it. Oh, he wants to plug up that hole. Can you leave him a chance for a double? Well, it's hard to get a double out of this.
Yeah, now they're sitting 4.
Even if Brian gets a double, I don't think it'll be shot. I think he'll still be sitting, but he'll be in a much better position.
So looking for the double in here. Spill this one, spill this one. I would spill this one out the back. Spill this one this way. Definitely there. And the way Brian's been playing, he's been hot, as Julie said.
Well, there's a jam possibility, though.
Oh, on this.
Yeah. Depending on where he hits. Depends on where he hits it. Let's see. He has been playing very well.
Okay, so there's the ice Carol's calling for, and
let's see what happens here.
We'll get Brian's delivery.
Yep.
Sporting the Utica knee slide. Becoming more popular every day.
It's allowed people to, oh, it's cutting hard. They're looks like there's a, it looks like he's got one of them. Oh, jam.
Jam on the left-hand side.
Which is the one that was, so now they're sitting for.
Yeah, so probably the better angles there. I apologize, folks. We're getting that little flicker.
Flicker, and we're not, yeah. There's a big hole there, and Rob's just trying to figure out where he wants to place that guard. He's trying to figure out the ice. And we're having a discussion about, okay, when the ice was there, it ended up here. So he's looking for a center line guard, he says. I might put it a little off center. He called for a center line here. Just slightly off center would be hard. He's called it right there. I think if it comes over just a little bit more, just off, just touching the center line, but not leaving any port for Brian to get through. Brian does have a shot off his, depends on where Rob puts this guard. And they're not sweeping at all. Oh man, it's hanging.
Yeah.
It comes late at the end though. Here it comes. Here it comes. Now they're going to pull it. But really too much. Gave Brian an in. The shot rock.
Yeah, he did.
It's tough though. I mean, because here's what happens. If he comes down the middle, he wants to stick around. So he doesn't want to come. He doesn't want to lose his shot rock, because even if he takes out that shot rock.
Yeah, but really apologize, folks out there. Not sure why this dish is flickering as bad as it is. As soon as this end is over, I'll get up and do some makeshift adjustments here. Well, what happens with this quad switcher security camera unit is when the picture gets lost, it actually beeps. So please don't run out of the building thinking it's a fire alarm. This thing, yeah, we're just probably going to have to go to this view for now.
Right.
And you can kind of see what's being called. Okay, there's Carol. I'll be able to fix it.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a loose connection somewhere.
No, yeah, it's just play with that little dish and it'll be fine.
Or maybe I'll just turn off my phone. Carol's calling the sweep hard. Hard, uh-oh. They're holding it. That's not good. Uh-oh.
All right, so
looks like we got this is Rob's last shot, and he's basically saying, I think I'm just going to curl down to this one.
Yeah, it's 4 in the park right now, so he's guaranteed 4.
And he's got a draw. He's got a bunch of raise. He's got a raise possibility. It doesn't. I mean.
Yeah, so we actually, it's like a little black and white. It's actually the color's gone now. So if we could probably manage worst case with 3 cameras.
Yeah.
But we'll try to fix it. Okay, so here's Bob's last rock, second end. Sitting 4, looking for a 5.
Well, the thing is, if you take, it's early, so even Brian can. Looks like they're gonna tap one up to the rack.
Did he get it enough?
I don't know if he got it enough.
I think
it looks at like.
Yeah, I think it's about 5, right?
Yeah. I think we got some Burlington fans here, so that was a great end. As we said, a couple of little misses, and you're gonna set up a good team to take a big end. But it's 5-2. Brian's only down 3. It's early.
Scores on other sheets.
Let's update you. Looks like nobody's hung end 2. So
yeah. So sheet 6. Still no indication of the score there.
That's after 1. It's 1-0. Nashua's up over Schenectady.
Where do you see the 1, Julie? Oh, there it is. Okay. That's why I'm having you do it. I can't see. So I'm going to leave it on quad. I'll take a stab at it here. Julie has been kind enough to write the teams down here. Do we know who's red and blue here? We probably don't, right? Top.
No, we don't.
All right. But Utica, I can do that. Yeah, if you could just write R and B by it, and you could read the scores.
Yep.
Man, it looks like our camera 1 is okay now. So thank you. Whatever caused it, maybe Jim and Jan were sitting Rishel were sitting right next to us. Maybe it was something. Since they got up, it's the flickering is gone now. So that's good. Not good that they left, but good that the flickering is gone. Third end here, 5-2. And we're in lead rocks here. Again, live from the Utica Curling Club. See 14 of you out there. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Quite a few Utica teams playing in this event. 28 teams total. Thank you, Julie. 28 teams total. 20. You said 1 pulled out, so it was 27.
Well, 27, and then they pulled together to Utica team. Peterborough, there was a medical issue with one of their players at the last minute, so unfortunately they were the returning champs and couldn't come back. So we missed them. We hope they'll be back next year. So very nicely, Utica 10 stepped in and, KU Lake got called at probably on Thursday afternoon around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock to play at 8 p.m. So very nice. Good shout out to KU Lake. Thank you for pulling that team together. I was calling for March to sit right on top of that blue rock. So, Brian is down by 3, and what he wants to do is set up an end so he takes at least 2. And so play conservative. Keep your rocks in play.
It looks like Carol and Marge have started out color coordinated, and it looks like they've shed some layers.
Yeah, must be warm out there.
Yeah, it's like the reddish sweater. And
Brian, nice shot. That's exactly where he asked for it.
Brian raises the broom to congratulate and give kudos on the good effort. Good shot by Marge. And now we're into Vice Stones, and I'm lazy on the scoreboard.
We're on lead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Second Stones.
Second Stones.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
So update from sheet 1. I'm going to give you Philly 1. Nancy Garrison Vanderhoop's team is up 5-0 on Schenectady 2, Scott Brennan's team. Sheet 2, Utica 1, Mike Kessler's team is up 3-0 on Utica 4, Pat Costello's team. Sheet 4, it's all tied up. Burlington 3, Charles Firstman's team, and Utica 5, Bill Morehouse's team. And sheet 5 and 6, sheet 6. Schenectady 4, Dan Navratil took 3 in the second end, so he's leading Daryl Dinsdale's team from Nashua 3-1 after 2.
Right. And that's the F event.
F event, yep.
So the sheet 1 is the E event. Sheet 2 is the
Second event.
B event.
Yeah.
Second event. Our feature sheets, the A event, of course. C event on sheet 4. And the D event, which is the semifinal losers from last night, or yesterday.
From the first event.
From the A event, are playing over on sheet 5.
So we have 6 sheets, so we try to keep, we add a 5th and 6th event to keep people curling.
And what kind of prizes do they typically give?
They give, everybody gets pins.
Oh, really? Great.
Yeah. Oh, nice shot there. Dale.
It will stay for shot.
Yep.
Behind tee.
Nice shot by Dale Jones.
See it right there. It's about half exposed. And Rob's asking for a little light to come down to, or maybe a little tap back. Yep.
Yeah.
This is Bob subbing in. We saw Bob in our 130 skipping one of the Burlington team, Burlington 4, and he's subbing for second. And unfortunately, the flicker is back. So.
But here comes the stone. It's coming. Oh, it's curling hard. Oh, they're up on it now. Looks good. It's a little heavy. Just doesn't fit. The minute they put the brooms on it, just enough to poke it out. But it leaves Brian on open.
Yeah, they're wide open.
Yeah. Now, Brian's. You want to be careful. You're trying to generate some offense, so you don't want to lose. When you take that stone out, you want to roll behind cover so you can for shot, so you can get a chance for your skip to take a second shot or more.
Brian wants that middle open. It's a big pile.
Yeah.
Clear the 4-foot. And again, boy, it's. I apologize, folks. We're not sure what's going on with this camera angle. And we'll get her fixed, hopefully.
And now Brian's calling for it. Does that not come off the guy? This didn't move.
It's gonna be a nose hit. And Peel, that's good. Do the job.
It just didn't come off the.
Spilled one of them out.
But he's sitting. It looks like it looks
3, but
it looks like Burlington sitting 3.
Only in the 8-foot though.
Yeah, I mean nobody's in the 4.
All right. Until the shot, we'll see what.
Yeah, he's gonna put it right there. He's gonna. Oh wait a minute. Sorry, he's just indicating what.
What Rebecca? He's gonna have Rebecca do.
I don't know what he's having Rebecca do. I couldn't tell with that broom movement what he was saying.
Her last name is Pipes.
Yes.
She must have appreciated the opening ceremonies then.
He's just putting a guard up, which is really good.
Like the shirt too, very colorful.
Very colorful. Oh, is he calling for a little? He's calling to push it out of the.
It's a little deep.
Well, no, it looked like what he was. It's a little heavy. It looked like they changed the
call,
call and they just wanted to wick them up open, keep them as shot, but not give Brian's team a chance to.
Kind of a plan B, but I think they got on a little late.
Yeah.
And it just slipped through.
At least unless I'm totally missing the calls, I thought it was a guard initially.
All right, so this is Carroll's first stone.
Yeah, I think he's calling for a draw. It looked like he was calling for a draw at the top 4. Just ignoring that rock. No, I think he's calling the same thing. It's a draw to the top 4. They're sweeping really hard. Oh, look at that cut. Wow. That's not good.
All right, there's the house. 6 rocks remaining here in this end.
Now he's going to cover this side.
Rob DiPodesta, Burlington 2 versus Brian Moore of Utica 2. The finals of the Cobb Bonspiel, the 2013 edition. I'm glad you're joining us out here on Ustream, our Utica Curling Ustream channel. Send us a chat if you're enjoying the broadcast or just want to give a shout out to someone.
Sheet 5 still hasn't hung the second end score, so I can't let you know.
And
they just cut off the 4-foot on that end.
nice guard there.
Yeah. They cut off. Well, they didn't quite cut off the 4-foot, but they're not going to have Brian. They didn't give Brian a raise. He could have popped up that yellow one that they just guarded. He's looking now and he's saying to Carol, "Okay, heck or back house weight," and he wants to back bumper weight. He wants to pop up that yellow one that's sitting just off center line through the hole. Back to the. He's hack weight. Hack weight. He's
Carol
calling hack
was
weight.
asking what kind of weight, and so Brian's indicated there. Carol was just getting confirmation of the weight.
So what we mean by that is when we say we're asking what weight, it's the skip telling the person who's throwing the rock where the amount of weight it would take to get to the hack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you see different variations on that.
Right. Yeah. We do.
Everyone sort of has their own definition of what that means.
Right.
Which is confusing to me as a newer curler. I would think it should be universal.
It's wow. Why did they sweep that?
Okay, so that was a little.
Well, now wait a minute. It opened it up.
Yep. Brian with a hammer here.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like we're getting into skip stones now.
Rob's just going to try to plug up that hole, although it's easy to curl through. Wow, that camera's really.
Yeah, we're gonna after this end. I'm going to. We might have to just stick with a quad view for a few shots while I play with it. I don't want to miss any action on skip stones here, so we'll just try to avoid the camera as much as we can until we can take a look at it. But at least we're live, no internet problems, so we're able to see the game. Glad you can join us. We're kind of toggling between 15. I think we're up to 17 viewers at one time. It keeps going off and on. My name is Doug Smith. Engineering the broadcast today, and our color commentary is being provided by Julie Shinatry. She's doing a great job. 2 weeks of seasoned experience with the Kaiser last year, and also our club president. So, having a lot of fun. All right, first stone for Burlington 2. We found out last night Burlington is located halfway between Toronto and Niagara Falls. And some amazing statistics. We were talking to this team yesterday. I was standing near us in Broadcast Central. About 150,000 people in their town, and they have 2 curling clubs with over 1,300 members. It's amazing. So that's why they said we were asking if they don't have Bonspiels because those clubs are so busy. But anyway, here's Rob's first. And the call was, let's try to get an ice shot.
Guard. Yeah.
Yep, just a guard.
I thought
it's like guard weight. Nice guard weight here.
Yeah, I mean they had the. It's gonna come over. Just it hangs a little bit, but it does come at the end. There's a nice shot for you.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Cut off Brian's path that way. Yeah, I mean that's tough when you're skipping. You're looking at this kind of house. But, no, Brian, this is what Brian loves. Mm-hmm. And we've seen him make a couple really fantastic shots. A few fantastic shots this weekend.
Especially the one last night to get it to this event. Just a tight competitive game over the Brockville Club. 9-9, they played an extra end. Brian had to just throw a little tap tap his stone. He is sitting top house, facing shot stone, which is on the button. He just made a beautiful tap to win by 1 to get to this position. So, Julie, what's the call here?
It looks like he's, if we can take a, it looks like he's tapping, what do we got here? Tap, tap to the yellow. I think that's
Tap,
what
tap?
I think it's tap, tap.
Okay.
That's what he's calling.
That's there. I think
Yeah.
just tap, tap, up.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard for him to get multiple, which is what he really wants this end. But he also doesn't,
Right.
he can't drop.
Yes. You can see
He can't drop a big end and then give up a steal
he's
of.
facing 3, so he needs to get, it's a big shot. He needs to get something in play here.
Yeah. And he's made.
Watching him. No, they called him off, so that's why we called. Wait. Now they're on it.
He's calling
Now
him.
you hear
in.
Brian.
You hear Brian. I don't like that because it get overcurled. Right through. Ooh.
All right, we're down to the last skip stones here. You see the situation. Burlington sitting 3. But Brian has hammer. So you just try to clog as much as you can now if you're Burlington. Let's get an out. You'll see all the stuff up front here.
Oh, I'm looking at what does Brian have?
Yeah.
I think he's got this.
Right. He's got the one on the left, as Julie's saying, but realistically, I think these are his only entry. I mean,
depends on what Burlington does. Well, they're trying to.
I mean, let's take a look at what they're. She just was looking at that.
They're looking to see which one's third. Is basically it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think that's actually maybe they aren't sitting 3. That's interesting.
Maybe he just.
Yeah, Brian is possibly 2. Yeah, it looks like he's 2. We don't know though. It's very
so
close.
either he's going to guard that so Brian can't wick in.
Yeah, I think he's probably realistically just looking ideally to take. You could take both of these little tap ups away with a good guard.
Or, wait a minute.
This looks like
He can wick and roll off his own, and take all of those tap ups away.
I see. But it looks like that's the call.
If he wicks on the inside and rolls in, he takes away all those taps and definitely sits 3.
Mm-hmm.
And if he,
I think this is he's been throwing great guards, so I think this is the.
let's see that.
Oh, and there's his.
Yeah, it's a little. There it goes. He's trying to take away Brian's tap ups.
Yeah. I think that one it overcurled just slightly. I think Brian will definitely have this one available to him.
Well, none of these are pretty shots.
And so this is big skip stone here. It's definitely, we know. It looks as though I was erroneous before. It looks like I would say right now, based on this angle, that Burlington is sitting 2 and Utica has 3rd rock. But Brian needs that's definitely accessible.
And that's what he's looking at.
Tap, yeah. That's really his only.
That's what he's looking at.
Yep. And that's close to the rings. You really can't see from our overhead, but you can gauge it from that angle. It's probably just a couple feet outside the house.
Yeah. Update from sheet 5. Utica 8 took 1 in the 3rd. So Brockville leads Utica 3-2. So Karen Mahone's team over Dave Palazzoli after 3.
And Brian's tightening the ice up a bit.
Now he just made it a similar feathered past the guard.
Yeah, so he just came down this line. He get probably a little bit more weight, or less weight this time.
So he gave a little bit more broom. Sheet 2, our B final. Utica 1, Kessler's team. Mike Kessler's team is leading. Utica 4, Pat Costello's team after 3, 5-0. But Pat's team just put rock on the top 4.
All right, so last rock, Brian Moore.
And he needs this
important shot.
It's important shot.
3rd end.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You hear the whoa, whoa, whoa? She's doing the. Is she?
That's by the guard, so let's see if it's got the proper weight.
Nice shot, Brian Moore.
That's pretty.
Oh, not quite.
But cuts him down to,
Oh.
well, let's see here.
What?
Now they're going to
Ooh.
look. So Burlington definitely is going to get a steal of at least one. And Carol and Kathleen,
It's Rebecca.
I'm sorry. Rebecca are looking it over. But let's see. Oh, so we'll have to see what they hang. I'm not sure. What do you think, Julie? Was it 1 or 2?
It was tough from this angle. I don't know. I'm not going to call it. I'm going to let them
Okay.
put it on. I think.
All right, so I'm going to try to do a little repair work, okay?
All right.
So
No.
if I could look at this, can I kind of angle the
Sure.
laptop a little bit this way? Just down, I can see it. Okay, I'll be right back, folks.
We're going to have somebody back here spot him. So when he climbs up, he doesn't fall. Let's see what they didn't hang it yet. I'll give you an update on sheet 1. Nancy Garrison Vanderhoop's team is up 6-0 on Scott Brennan's team from Schenectady. Sheet 4, the third event, Utica 5 is up 3-1 on Burlington 3's Charles Fersman's team.
Oh, you're all set, Dave. Oh, it looks like I just moved the dish about an inch, and that took care of it.
Looks like we're back.
Yep, it was probably just angled too low. Probably just angled too low, so it looks like we corrected the problem, and I'll get back to the regular. Oop, there's the quad view. There you can see. Our flickering seems to have disappeared for now. Fingers crossed. 8 ends.
So Rob's team only took 1 in the last end. So Brian's overcurled a little bit. It looked quite good, but it overcurled and he just didn't get to the inside of Rob's shot rock. So it's now 6-2 after 3.
Oh, I had the score wrong. Let me fix that. 6-2.
Again, we got 5 more ends to play.
And Brian retains the hammer. So 4th end, 6-2. Rob DePesta's Burlington 2 club rink over Brian Moore of Utica 2.
Yep.
All right, so now we'll cut back to the regular. Yeah, you got to.
Sorry.
Yeah, the remote control right by that light. That's how you remember. The light needs to be exposed. So. All right, so we'll give a little thought on the thought process now, and just going through Brian's mind. I mean, looking at the score.
Well, Brian's he's trying to put guards up. He wants guards. He doesn't want to. Well.
You mean like corner guards to try to generate some
actually,
offense?
he's going to try to have March come right to the forefoot,
Okay,
get to the forefoot, and then find another way to take his.
Yeah. So like
second.
two corners is like, I think, isn't that like really aggressive right at the end when you need a lot?
Well, no, 2 corners it's very conservative when you want
Really?
you need to you really need to put up guards so that you can have something to hide behind to score multiple. It's coming behind is a bit aggressive. See if this buries. It's got to bury.
It looks pretty good. Lines looks good.
So just a slightly heavy. Oh no, it's very good. It's right at the tee. Is it going to bear it? Can we
slip through? Yep, just behind the tee line.
Just needed to bury a little bit. That one didn't finish very much.
Okay, into second stones now. And the call looks maybe just a light tap or
so
come
Rob
down to it.
DiPodesta is calling Bob Hahn. Just come down to it, tap it back maybe. And they're happy to play this game. I mean, they're up by 4. They're happy to just, give Brian 1. I mean, get the hammer back. Bob thinks he set it out. He was a little upset. You could see him. He's like,
yeah, it's going to slip through.
Yeah, it's going to slip through. And when he let it go, he knew it was wide, so he was a little unhappy with his delivery.
Brian with an excellent opportunity now to sit 2 in the house and behind cover.
Mm-hmm.
And Dale Jones first stone.
Brian saying, whoa, 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 whoa. Believes it's hot. Whoa, 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 whoa. It does look a little hot. And it's on the guard. No, I don't think. I think the weight's perfect, actually. I think it's, in fact, a little heavy. I think it's right down to it. Oh, no, really nice shot by Dale Jones. We're going to try to freeze it right on there. Very nice.
Pretty. Sitting
shot.
2. And basically there's no way to get that second one, the one behind T-line now, is definitely jammed, as you can see from this angle.
So what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to hit it slightly on the outside and just push it back of the tee.
I see. Yep.
Just not too much. He wants to. Just a little off center. He wants to stay, and he's saying hack. He's saying hack weight.
Hack weight. That's interesting. He tapped his foot. Yep. That's the sign for a hack weight. That's I've never seen that before.
That also depends on the.
Okay. A little team nuance. Is that what you're trying to say? But it makes sense. That's where you put your foot when you slide. So, hack weight.
It's hanging out a little bit now. Now all he wants to
Come on, a little bit.
Just wants to. He just wants to pop it to the back.
No, that's just going to push it even more behind cover there now.
Yeah.
Now it's a quarter, maybe not even a quarter, maybe an eighth exposed.
So you make the call out there. What do you think, Brian? Where do you think Brian should put it?
Yeah, go ahead, Dave. Dave Craig Nolan sitting right here. 12-foot guard. 12-foot guard.
And that's exactly what Brian's calling.
Okay.
12-foot guard. He wants a guard that's going to guard those two and sit third shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So 12-foot guard is the call. And let me get Dale's slide.
Again, he's saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. Brian's
really fast out there, you can see. Well, Burgle Bunny says, Dave, you're on top of the game, he said, in the chat room. That's going to slip
that's going to slip right down, right to it.
Okay, so now that's going to be slashable, I think. Let's see.
Well, there's a double. But you got to get to the, I think you have to get to the nose of the first one with a little bit of weight.
Right. It hangs out, it'll jam. But if, like Julie's saying, if you can get to here, so you can't throw regular takeout weight, you have to throw kind of quietish, right? But now he looks like he just some sort of tap indication.
Well, I mean, you could spill them all. I mean, he's up on.
Yep. So
and he's saying even if you come here, he's like, you can't just come here. You got to tap it. You got to do something. You got to move these rocks.
No discussion.
Oh, Rebecca's coming down here.
So this is exactly what Utica 2, Brian's team, would like to see. Down 4 here, they can get right back in this game if this end continues in this fashion. Down 4, and again, we're only playing 8 ends in these events. Only the Mitchell final, we play 10 ends. That's the men's Bonspiel. Up to 16 viewers now, which isn't bad.
Nope. Oh, you can hear Elva laughing. She's having a good time out there. Take a look. You can look right over here, Dave.
Yeah, about maybe an eighth of it is covered up, 7/8.
No, you can see the top rock. You can see enough of the top rock.
No, it's not 100% in the clear. But let's see what's going on.
Let's see. He's throwing a raise on the blue one, and I think what he's looking to do is throw a raise, hit the blue ones. Huh. This isn't interesting.
This is a very similar score to yesterday's game. That's very Muju Mali, exactly. Right, and then the steals. Oh, I'm sorry. What's? Sorry, Julie. Did you need something here?
John Jakin looks like he just lost a shoe and he's in the final.
Oh, I don't have my gear here. Is that what you?
Ooh, now.
Dave said that's an oops.
Yeah, Rob didn't want that call, and I think he got talked into it, and so now Brian wants to protect this 3, but I think he's also thinking, how do I get the 4th out of it and get right back in this game?
Right.
Right there.
Yep. So the same shot that was called for last time. Now he's going to ask Carol to throw it, or is this Carol's second?
No, it's Carol's first.
Carol's first. Okay. Okay, we're in the Vice Stones. Again, 4th end here. Utica 2 trying to claw their way back. They're down 4, but we have a great end set up thus far.
It's a little hot. Brian's got his hand up.
No sweeping as of yet. Now he's calling.
Now he's calling hard.
Trying to get it by that blue. Is it going to? Yeah, it's going to
rub
it just slightly.
Not horrible, but it hasn't taken back the blue run back.
This kind of gives you a better angle of the house there. We'll leave it here and see what Rob's going to draw up.
Oh, he's calling draw, straight draw.
Straight draw.
And there. Or no, or he's like come down the middle, run the blue back. I like Rob. He's very animated with his broom. He wants the draw. I mean, Rebecca makes this draw. It's really hard for Brian to score more than 1. She's got to make it.
Okay, here's Rebecca Pipes, the first Vice Stone. Or second Stone, excuse me.
Ooh. No, it's a guard. It's a guard. This is helping Brian. Now, you got to remember, they haven't played on this side a whole lot on this end, so.
A lot of rocks in play now. So it looks like Brian is going to come around the blue.
Yep.
Pile of blues. Is that that's what he's looking at?
Yeah, he was looking at the angles.
That's about all he has, right?
That's what he's. Yep.
Let's see where he wants it. Let's go to the long view. Yeah, bring it in.
No, Brian. No. Really?
He's just looking it all over. Taking it in. His first indication. He's tapped the broom down twice for his 2 choices. One right here, and maybe this one. A tap in.
Yeah, he's saying he needs to draw here. Oh no, he's going on the. He's talking with his second Dale. So basically, what they're trying to do is raise their yellow.
Oh, you heard say top 12 weight, did I hear him say?
Yeah, he wants to raise that top.
Oh, be careful, Carol.
Yeah.
Don't need another.
He wants
to give a shout out to MJ. Hope she's watching.
Yeah. Yeah. Now every time somebody takes a little slip on the ice, we.
I saw Roger might be in the chat room today. If he said he's home.
Yep.
Raj, give us a shout out if you're watching. And we're going to do some You Make the Call segments for the remainder of the game, so feel free.
So what Brian's called is he wants Carol to tap up that high yellow into the guard position he wanted it before.
Yeah, it looks light and... Yeah, when he said top 12 weight, I didn't quite understand. You needed at least back.
T. I think you need at least T weight for that.
Maybe more. The old F equals MA.
Yeah.
Yep. So you need a little more force.
Right. Top 12. I think he wanted to end up in the top 12, but they questioned him
I
a couple
see.
times.
I see. That's where the stone, the desired end.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he wanted to tap to the top 12. So I think you need maybe back 8 weight to move that a little more even, maybe back.
Dave, you want to draw it up with the mouse or the whiteboard? Just, go like this and just draw whatever. Here. Have our guest Skip here, Dave Craig Nolan. Yeah, we'll get you the view. Yeah, like what were you saying? I just heard you. I couldn't really hear you, but that's you go like this, you draw. Yeah, it's just like drawing,
So let's see what Rob's trying to do.
So what's the call?
He looks like he's looking at blue run back, straight back.
Blue run back. This gives us a better vantage point.
Yeah, that he's looking for the blue run back, straight back. He does have an angle raised, but it's a harder hit. You can't see. Rebecca's head's in the way.
This one you're referring to, really, right?
It's blue to blue. It's much harder.
Right.
And he's got to hit it.
Yeah, they're really looking at this straight run back here.
Right.
You see the stone. As soon as Rob gets down to the hack, you'll be able to see it a little more clearly. It's looking at this run back. Oop, no curl. Sorry, that's just my unsteady hand.
Yep.
And then right back into the pile.
Yeah. See what kind of weight he's going to throw at this.
There's the ice.
Right on,
tight ice.
Tight ice. So he's going to throw a lot. He's going to throw a lot of weight at this.
There's going to be a bullet coming down here. It looks like.
Right. Yep. Hits the yellow one right on the nose, and they both spill.
Okay, it's in the hack. It's like playing the intern. But it's going to have a lot of weight. You can see. Oh yeah, it's like peelish type weight. So, yeah, they got to get on it.
Oh boy, overcurled. Let's see what this does.
Did they get some craziness here?
Oh.
Some wiki stuff. Yeah. Brian's still sitting 3.
Yep.
But now that's in.
That's in play now.
Yeah. It's in the pocket.
It's in the pocket. It's hard to where everything is. I think
it's open.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, play for 3.
Play for 3.
That's what they're saying. Just cover that up. Don't give them access to that blue.
If he corner freezes it where you're standing, Conrad, is that a safe shot? Corner freezes the blue?
Yeah, it will miss the middle.
Go fourth end again. 6-2.
Right. They're trying to what they're doing here is they're looking at what Rob's going to do on his next shot. So they're sitting 3 now. They know that it's very hard for them to get a fourth. So they're trying to protect their 3. And that blue that Rob just put there is very dangerous. So they're trying to figure out a way to, what's the best shot? What's the best defensive shot here so that I can keep my 3 and maybe have a shot for 4 on my last rock.
Well, we'll stick with this view, and then as soon as Brian's moved out, so now you can kind of see the pocket there. There it is.
So Philly won, and
scores on other sheets. Real quick.
Philly won and Schenectady 2. They haven't hung the 4th sheet, but they all decided that it was time to stack the brooms and go have a beverage, and then come back and finish the game.
Okay.
So their spirit of curling going on over there on sheet 1. Sheet 2, Utica 1, Mike Kessler's team. After 4 is up 5-1 on Pat Costello's Utica 4 team. The sheet 6 is all tied up. Nashua 3. Daryl Dinsdale's team on Nashua 1 is tied up with Dan Navertel's team on Schenectady 4. It's tied up at 3. And on sheet 5, it looks like Brockville is up on Utica 8, Dave Palazzoli's team. Karen Mahan's team's up on Dave Palazzoli's team by 4-2 after 4.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Brian's first skip rock. It's like he's just playing some sort of guard.
Yeah, if he gets, I think if he
now he
gets,
wants to tighten the ice up a bit.
yeah, I think if he sits about between the center line and the 4-foot line, he's right there on 2 feet, or even just touching the touching the center line. He's so that the blue can't run back anything. He's it looks good. It's a little wide. Okay, it's going to come back, but they're not touching it. The minute you put the broom on it here,
It's definitely going to slip in. Oh, it's digging in a little bit now.
he's got to take them both away. He's got to take it. He took both shots away. That's what you got to do. It's a little, well,
Still do yellow to yellow to yellow to double. But then your rock, their yellow rock is sitting there. Using their rock to do it.
so what he's going to do, I think, is throw on the outside rock and try to spill blue to blue, spill 2 yellows and sit 2, and then make, you know.
Yeah, he's looking at this right now, this run back.
Right.
Boom. And these would hopefully spill out. Maybe get.
Ryan will still be
but
sitting
this
1 if that
right,
happens.
This
but
one's not going anywhere, it looks like. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah. Probably not. It looks like that one. It's hard to see from this camera.
It could send that straight back. Actually, it could send it straight back. One of them will stay.
Yeah, he's again. He'd have to be a ton of weight, I think, to get them all moving. You saw he can throw that weight.
They can throw it pretty accurately.
Mm-hmm. All right, so there's the ice. So definitely looks like that's the call. Playing that little run in here. See what he's in. Let's get an ice shot. Rob DePesta, his last stone. DePodesta. His last stone for Burlington 2 in the 4th end.
Brian's.
We see
Brian's
smile?
hoping Rob
Yeah.
gives him a chance to at least go for 4. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, he wants to climb back into this game. Let's see what he does. You know, get another. He's on the stick.
No sweeping. Yeah,
No sweeping. It's out there. Is it going to come back? Yeah, it's not coming back. Oh.
Oh. Went right through.
Well, he's got a chance for there. There we go. We're going to go for a draw.
Yep, just cold draw for the 4 spot. Yep.
Got to touch the blue.
And Brian's had nice draw weight in
Yep.
the games we've seen him, so.
Now we talked about this earlier. You make 2 small errors.
Yep.
Small errors give a good team a chance to get back into it.
Yep, and you know what started this all off with those 2 blue guards. They decided to junk it up, or maybe there was a miss, but I was surprised they just didn't bring a stone into the house maybe in their first and up by 4, right? Isn't that what teams typically do when you get a big lead?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that that's true, and
But
I
this
also think that these are 2 teams that believe they can make every shot. So
Mm-hmm.
That's not a dangerous thing to do.
Sure.
To steal again. I mean, they
Plus
they just stole 1. So
Plus, the most important thing is it gives us a better game too.
Right, it does.
So that's all we don't want a 10-2 handshaker.
right.
And neither do the 17 viewers out there watching. So here's Brian, last rock, 4th end, going for his 4.
Gotta go. A little bit.
Okay, off and on a little bit with the
Off and
sweeping. They
on.
like it. So I think, it should go. Now they're sweeping.
No, it's just hanging out
Yeah,
there.
just.
Just chunked it. It looked good out of his hand.
Yeah.
I don't know if that did pick
All right, so
No, it just
that's
wasn't heavy enough.
3, right? 3 for Brian.
3 for Brian, so he's back into it.
And through halfway point, it's a tight game, 6-5. Burlington 2 over Utica 2. Oh, I hit the wrong button. So this is going to be the 5th end. That's his score of 5. Hammer goes over to Rob. And we'll reset it. Okay, I'll do scores on other sheets. What the heck? It'll wake me up a little bit here. Okay, sheet 1, as Julie said, there's broom stacking. That's the E event. So, and that's a 6-0. Blue is Philly 1 over Schenectady 2. That's Nancy Garrison-Vander versus from Philly versus Scott Brennan, Schenectady 2.
Somebody in the crowd said they believe they shook.
Oh, they shook hands. Okay, all right.
We don't know. We don't know.
know.
We don't know. We have 2. We have some.
Yeah.
It says that they look like they shook hands, but their brooms are still out on the ice, so we don't know.
Yeah, we just have a score through 3 ends there,
Yeah.
so maybe they put up a big number in 4, perhaps. Sheet 2 is the B event, second event. That's Mike Kessler, Utica 1 versus Pat Costello, Utica 4. And the score there is Mike Kessler's up by a score of 5-1, right?
Yep.
5-1. That's the B event game. And again, you aren't missing any action here on sheet 3. We have our split screen view. We'll return. And you see the score here, 6-5 in our feature game.
Marge Moore just put up a high guard.
On sheet number 4, we have a game, Burlington 3, skipped by Charles Fersman versus Utica 5, skipped by Bill Morehouse. That's the C event final. And the score in that game is, I can't really see the scoreboard right now. We'll have to get back to that game. Do you see?
Charles is standing in front of the scoreboard,
yeah.
so we can't really see it. Ooh.
There he
Christine
moved.
just
Actually, 4. The blue in that game is Utica 5. That's Bill. So Bill Morehouse 4, and
what a nice shot by Christine on sheet 3.
so Bill's up 4-1 in that game. Sorry, Julie. Bill's up 4-1.
Yeah. Rob just called for a come around that Marge Moore's high guard, and Christine Gordon just put it almost on the button. I think she actually is. The edge of the stone is covering the pin, but definitely on the button. And now Brian Moore has called for Marge Moore to come right down to it.
So sheet 5 is
maybe.
a D event final. It's Utica 8. Dave Palzoli playing Brockville. Karen Mon, we saw her in the semifinal against Brian last night. And looks like they're red stones, and the score is 4-2, playing fifth end. And over on sheet 6, it's all knotted up, 3-3 between Nashua 1 and Schenectady 4. That's Darren Dinsdale. Daryl Dinsdale and Dan Navratil of Schenectady 4.
Yeah.
A lot of Schenectady teams here this week,
yeah.
right?
We love our Schenectady fans and teams.
We should get like a club, bonds, like something with them going.
Actually, the women do.
Folks, we
The
got
wo-
a measure on 6. The measure can't get in because the button's covered.
Okay.
2 rocks are signed on a little.
Okay, so
who's our
official?
Who's the official?
Conrad Law.
Conrad Law, the official. I guess Craig Nolan's standing right behind us. He pointed out that sheet 6, they can't get they're measuring 2 stones that are sitting right on the button. So
No, he can't. You can't measure the outside. Is he going to measure the?
Outside of the rock.
No,
Oh,
you don't. It's by eye.
okay,
You
so
measure it by eye. You should measure it by eye.
measured by eye.
The outside of the stones are not. I think they measure it by eye.
Yeah, yes, we had a similar situation in the college Bonspiel, and the kid on sheet 1 in the very end and the finals. And Roger was all sweating it out because he's like, I got to go out there and make a decision, because he was the head official. And I think he did mention it was by eye. He said, I'll have to figure it out. Because they looked for like 5 minutes, both skips, and they couldn't figure it out. But as it turned out, they wicked off, and a mistake was made and wicked one out. And Roger's like, thank you. All right, back to our game here. We'll give you some further updates, but some competitive games. That sheet 6 game's very competitive, and D on sheet 4 and 5 as well. Sheet 2 looks like a comfortable lead for the Utica club.
So
All
it
right,
looks like
back to,
Rob DiPodesta's team is sitting 1, Brian Moore's 2, second rock, and they have another rock. Dale Jones is
Was that Dale's first stone?
Dale's first stone, so he put a guard on their number 2 rock. Rob's calling for calling Bob Mahan to pop it back just a little bit. Try to outcount the yellow rock and sit 2. Now they. Now Brian Moore can be patient here. I mean, if he holds Rob DiPodesta's team to 1, he comes back with the hammer down 2 in the 6th end. I mean, you're in a good position. This is nice. Oh. From here, it looks like they did exactly what they wanted to do. It looks like they're sitting 1 and 2.
Schenectady got the rock, not the point.
Okay, Schenectady actually won the measurement,
Got the point.
so they're up 4-3.
Well, I didn't know it was connected. They didn't tell me which one.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you, Dave. Yep.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they did call the game on sheet 1. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a final then.
Philadelphia 1.
Schenectady 2. Scott Brennan actually Philadelphia 1 is the winner of the event. Congratulations to them. And they're at the bar drinking right now.
So this looks interesting.
Having
I think.
Oops, sorry about that.
I think Brian's going to try to. Either taking out this rock or he's going to try to double. Coming back, it's coming back. Oh, it's not. It's hanging out there. Oh, that's not good. Oh, actually, that worked. That works too. And, there we go. And the shot rock's exposed. That's not a bad outcome with that. Problem is there's a lot of blue rocks and 1 yellow rock in there.
And Rob DiPodesta with the hammer in this end.
And he just wants to pop. He wants to just pop this little blue one back. He wants to pop on the. He called the same shot for Bob Mahan on the. That he called on the first. Little tap back to sit.
They're sweeping it.
1 and 2.
Haven't stopped, right out of his hand. Brushing all the way. And Rob's going to come out and give him a hand. It looks like it's going to come a little light, though.
Wow, didn't move a lot, even with that weight. So it looks like it's
Okay, let's
blue
reset the
sitting
house.
1.
There's 1.
There's 2.
2.
Well, so I think he's gonna. Why was
Little tap on the yellow one.
tap on the yellow or take the blue out and roll? Take the shot rock out and roll behind.
Okay, so our skips here. I'm just a little tap on the yellow we're hearing here from our Broadcast Central skips
Yeah, they're all behind us.
and Julie.
They're all behind us.
It's good though. We like this. And again, in the chat room, if you have a call, you think that's what we're here, put it in the chat, and we'll diagram it up.
I like the little hit and roll behind. I mean, there's a tap up, and you're guarded, or you chip and roll behind. He's guarding.
Or the guard. There's a lot of discussion on this one here.
I think he doesn't want to set up the gun on the other side for Rob to take a lot, because there is a hit.
Okay, so calls has been placed or locked in, and here's Carroll asking. Looks like playing the guard. Or are they playing the tap now? We're hearing. They're playing the tap. Yep.
They're playing the tap.
The tap. Right.
He called the guard.
Yeah, that's what it looked. That is a guard weight. It looks like.
He called the guard.
Yep. We weren't sure here. A lot of people were questioning what what indeed was. But if it was a guard, that was a good shot.
Well, so here's the problem that I see with this is now he gave him a chance for this.
Or maybe he was thinking he may use it later. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
Blue tap, and he had it either way. Even if he had it either way to
Something like that.
right. So Brian's.
Okay, there's the ice that Rob's calling from Mallory.
But he still has the hit and roll behind. This is Rebecca's shot.
Rebecca, I'm sorry.
He's on the Burlington team from last night.
Yes, I know.
Nope.
Interesting end, evolving here. Fifth end, live from the Utica Curling Club. Doug Smith along with Julie Shinatry in our A-Event Championship Cobb Bonspiel game between Brian Moore, Utica 2, Rob DiPodesta of Burlington 2.
So he's asking for T-weight from Carol Jones. And he wants to just to nudge on the inside and just, he's scratching his head. There's our classic Brian move.
Julie got some kudos on that one.
Okay, and
No,
he's back to his call. He just wants a T-line weight. He wants Carroll to just nudge it on the inside and just flop just a little into the button and just make it, let Rob deal with the Utica 1 and 2 stone. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, weight looks good. They haven't touched it.
Weight looks really good. It's just going to break hard. Here it comes.
Brian says hard. That looks like a fine shot.
No.
Oh, just. All right, so now we have, this is our shot stone. Utica sitting 2. This looks like this is your third rock right here. This one or this one.
Yeah. So we have the whole. We have all the teams that stayed to watch the finals talking about this curl on this sheet and how you it doesn't look like it's going to curl. It doesn't look like it's going to curl, and all of a sudden it cuts and you can't save it.
This looks like just take out.
Well, I think they want to do the same thing.
Tap. Yep. Oh, now they're sweeping.
And see, and he's calling it. It's gonna break very hard, and there it goes. She did. She took herself out. That gives Brian. That gives them that. That gives them that one little opening to. Right.
Yeah, no, that's your shot stone that Brian's looking at.
It's tricky ice here. And Brian's playing conservative. He certainly wants to steal, but if he holds them to 1, that's fine. That's fine. This is too good a team to think you're gonna be able to steal a lot on them. So if the steal is there, he'll take it. But he doesn't want to give them a chance to get multiples here.
Okay, Julie, so reset the call for us. What is Brian looking to do here?
I think he hit the blue one, but he was pointing a lot with his broom. But I think what he was telling Carol, he wants to hit the blue one, but if he stays out a little bit and hits his yellow one and just flops over, that's okay.
Okay.
If you're heavy here, it's going to stay out.
Yep.
You have to have that sort of boardy kind of board weight.
So it's going to be, people say board weight here. I think with that broom probably board to hack, I would say. You want it to come over. Yeah, hack would be nice. You don't want to be wide on this shot. You want, well, you can hear him say, well, there you go. She's calling sweep. It's coming over very hard. Gotta go up.
Oh, it's great. It's perfect.
Oh.
Very, very good.
And some applause here. Now they're sitting
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
And here's the problem for Rob DiPodesta's team. Now he can't hit and be shot. Because he hits Brian. It's hard for him to take both those shot 1 and 2 out. I can sort of like
Yeah.
I was saying, you guys are starting to remind me of the Saturday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah, the PBS, yeah. Yeah, well, it's kind of like
we're trying to.
Dave was talking about that famous skit with Alec Baldwin on Saturday Night Live, but the PBS and the Sweaty Balls. Pete Schwetty brought in his baked goods. And, yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's kind of like a golf announcer, too. Wait, oh, it's the shot. So
we have a lot of commentators behind us. So if we start laughing, it's because of what they said.
So where do we go from that? Oh, Julie.
I don't
Hey, here's our shot.
I have no idea what we do with that one.
No, it's like I watch the Canadian TSN replays, and that guy Vic, I forget his name, Rowdy or whatever, and he's great on the last stones. There's the shot. He's going. We'll try doing that. Okay.
Goal.
Okay. All right. So still looking at this one. First skip stone to the end.
So he's staying away from that side, the yellow. He doesn't want to. Yeah, he's going to try to bang, bang, promote it. It is a gutsy call.
He's almost got no way of being shot over there.
Yeah,
Well, I think what he's trying to do, he's trying to hit the blue right on the edge and just push his back just to outcount the one right in front of it. I don't know. We'll see.
well, you see the ice given here. Not sure what the call is. Hear the discussion in the background. We'll find out. It was Rob's first stone.
It's the one that's left, the most one with big lane.
Maybe, yeah, just trying to maybe get in there, deflect it in. Maybe quietish wait.
You can't see enough of
We'll
it,
see.
though. On TV, it looks like you can see here. You can't see enough of it. Probably
Oh, and there's
So maybe.
call for
they're
sweeping
calling
hard.
sweeping really hard. Oh, he's
Never-
saying. No, he didn't wreck.
that'll
Oh,
stick
there you
for
go.
shot.
Yeah, he sits for a shot.
Wow,
That's
they
right, the
really
open.
held that out there nice.
Yeah. And he got a little wick. It just good sweeping. That was heavyweight
Lot of
too.
kudos, but as you can see, it's open, accessible for Brian.
So Brian wants to get through there and tap that.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe behind cover.
Virgo bunnies, Jeff. That's what I like. A lot of clowns. Yes, it's been good. Yeah, I think we needed to wake up. I'm still probably still asleep, but we're having a great time here. Fifth end, Brian's first stone.
Brian's second stone.
Brian's second stone. This is last rock at the end, right?
No,
Yeah, it is.
no, it isn't.
Oh no, Brian, I went too far. Sorry about that.
So now Rob's hoping for a little error here on Brian's part.
There we
What
go.
Brian wants to do is just remove that one and flop behind, and then make
Try to get a view. There's the house view.
again, you don't Brian can come through there, get rid of the rock. His rock doesn't even have to stick around. I mean, he's sitting. If he gets rid of that rock, he's sitting 1, 2, 3, and it's a lot of pressure on Rob. But Rob's hoping for a way that he can keep his shot rock and maybe draw in for a second. Brian's trying to not let that happen, and as I said earlier, even if Brian drops one here, that's okay. He'll just be down 2, coming home in the 6 with the hammer. Well, you want to take your time on this shot. So. Oh, it's hanging out. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Is he going to miss it?
Thanks, Carol. They're asking for it to curl here in the warm room. That's going to just nick it, though.
Uh-oh.
Rob with a hammer now. Let's see.
Rob,
the front and just
the
an
front is
open draw for 2.
2. Yeah.
So too bad. Very interesting game. We'll see what happens with the final stone. But both teams, it was a great first shot by Rob to set this up.
Little heavy. Brian was a little heavy. You just need to be a little lighter. You want to wreck on the. It's better for you to wreck on the inside and cover that hole than wreck on the outside and open it up.
A little bit of discussion here. Are you talking about the weight or the path, something? With Christine and Bob. So last stone, fifth end.
Well, it's got to touch blue.
Rob
so.
DiPodesta going for 2.
Sweeping hard. They're brushing it.
This
It looks good.
lightly brushed. Now they're
Now they're
asking
going to go
for it.
hard.
Yeah, that
Ooh, it's curling crazy.
got to drag it.
Bye, Julie.
It looks like it's by. No.
Yeah, that's
No.
not going to be enough.
Bullet there, Brian.
There's one. Just one. Score 1 for Burlington 2.
Yeah, Utica 2 dodged a bullet there. So as I said, they're down 2 coming back towards the glass in the 6th. So close game. And you can see, just a little off anywhere, and the other team takes advantage of it.
Okay, so over on sheet 2 in the B event, looks like Mike Kessler's team is out 8-1 now, playing the 6th end. So.
And it looks like they're shaking on sheet 4 with Utica 5.
Yeah, sheet 4, we didn't get the final end. They must have scored a big number. They were up 5-1, and they probably scored maybe 2 or 3 to go up 8-1.
So
still stole one. Okay.
Yep. So Bill Morehouse is team Utica 5, wins the C event over Burlington 3, Charles Firstman's team, and they're going to shake and go up and have
6-1 after
warm
6
up,
ends. Yep.
have something to eat, and
Yeah.
Brian's talking to us now.
Yeah. Can't really hear him. Can't lip read.
But he's talking about his last shot
Yeah.
and how much he was just a little bit.
Let's leave it up on the split screen for the first few lead stones. And then sheet 6 is a very competitive F event game so far, 4-3. The blue team, who's the blue team over on sheet 6?
Blue team is Schenectady 4, Dan Navratil's team.
Okay.
So as the sheets clear out, we can see we've got our D event and our A event are really, and our F event are very competitive. But the A and the D event are all going to be always going to be competitive events.
I may need to get up and stretch a little bit, Julie, so maybe now's a good time. You think you can engineer? Gotta take like a 10-minute break. My legs are killing me, so. Not that I needed to share that with everyone out there, but I'll be back in about 10 minutes. I'll hand it over to Julie to do the engineering and the color. See you in a bit.
It looks like Rob's coming around. I'm going to grab Dave Craig Nolan. You want to be on the mic? So I'm sitting here with Dave, another guest skip on the mic.
Going back to my radio and TV broadcasting.
Oh, there we go. I got a pro here with me.
Herkimer in 1978
Okay, don't.
for 2 years.
Ryan's calling for a come around for Marge. So Rob put up 2 guards.
These draws have been tricky all weekend because of the way that it curls at the end. You can't sweep the rock until it does start to bend, and then it really curls hard. Like this is a real good shot by Marge.
They're going to bury it top 4. Very nice shot.
Yep, that's a keeper. Great shot, Marge.
So Rob's calling hack weight. He wants to just, they're shaking on 5, and it looks like Utica 8 just took a big end. So Utica 8 is defeated Brockville. Utica 8 is Dave Balazzoli's team over Karen Mahan's team.
Yeah, congratulations to them.
Yeah. Rob's calling sweeping. Whoa.
We're on
Looks
the
like
guard.
we're on the guard. Wow, little narrow there. Oh, but this might work out.
Yep,
Yes.
got a little chip on it.
Wow. There's
Such a thing as a good miss in curling.
Right, there is such a thing as a good miss in curling. So you go plan B, and Rob's chuckling a little bit. And they're laughing at you. You guys didn't see that little exchange, laughing. The skip's laughing.
And the beauty of that is that Brian will have Dale try to do the same shot that Marge did.
Right.
Get it a little further behind cover, maybe.
It's Dale's first shot.
Again, deceivingly wide on the release, but we've watched this all weekend, and this should be a pretty good shot if the weight is right.
It's a little, it looks like a little, it looks hot from here. Oh, here we go. He's calling it. Oh, it's not hot at all. Trying to drag it in.
Got to finish it right up here.
Right.
And a nice shot by Dale Jones.
It's peeking out a little bit.
Yep.
See if Rob calls the same shot. Ooh.
For a little slash double
He looks
here.
like he's looking for it at the slash double, or if he's going to just be very Wow. I think he's going for the little hack weight takeout.
Yeah, up two. You don't want to get too cute and send it through the house.
He was not wide on this one.
May not keep his shooter, but it looks good. He's going to take the rock out. And, yep, mission accomplished. And Brian will attempt to get another one behind these two guard stones here.
Ryan's just setting up for his multiple. You know, you think it's out there wide, and here it comes.
Yeah, this one doesn't seem to be curling as much,
It's
but
a little, I think it's a little hot.
could fool us both here.
It's going to be back of the house. It'll curl, but it's going to be behind tee.
Just by, okay. Good read there, Julie.
That leaves an opening for, to sit right on it.
Yeah, you come right down and freeze here, and might steal the end, but certainly it forces a perfect freeze, forces Brian to one.
Right.
This
is Rebecca's first shot.
Great looking delivery there by her.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna cut hard.
I think they're going to like this if they can get it there. Skip's helping out with the sweeping.
You know, it's not curling as much as Dale's shot curled.
And it did not get there. And that's a big break for Team Moore.
Right. So what's he going to call here?
Well, trying to figure out Brian is a job of itself sometimes, but I think what I would do is try to corner freeze this blue rock.
That's exactly what he's calling.
He's got to give this one protection because it's behind the, if he doesn't cover this up, the other skip has a chance to tap the blue one right and do the same thing that he tried to do previously.
So Brian's saying he'd like the corner freeze on the outside is good, or inside, but not directly on.
Right, and it's a tricky shot because if you line it up for the raised takeout, so there's a little bit of margin for error on both sides of the rock here.
It's Carol's first shot. You hear how's the weight? Gotta go. Gotta be a little careful here. You do not want to load this gun.
Nope.
Better leave it high.
Looks pretty good, yep. Fine shot, fine guard. Far enough away, it makes the raise run back difficult.
So Brian's what he's trying to do, protect his yellow rock and just leave himself a way in to get second rock. And you really do have the other hole curled around the other side there.
Yep. It's funny how you get fixated. Sometimes ends set up where you come on one side of the sheet and you seem to stay on that side of the sheet. You don't know the ice quite as well, or you haven't thrown there in several shots. Now, certainly the gutsy call would be to come around the other way, but we'll see what he does here.
He's calling a draw to the blue.
Mm-hmm. Really curling hard.
Oh, that's my
if they get it by everything, it's going to be a good shot.
It's going to be a great shot. Is it nicked? Oh. Oh, just nicked that guard. They might use that.
Yep.
I just saw Brian say, can use that.
Brian having the hammer this end is thinking about a hit and roll. And actually a hit and roll the opposite way wouldn't be bad either. As long as he can still outcount the blue one that's in the white circle.
Right, right.
I'm not sure exactly where that's sitting.
He's talking to Carol, I can't leave it there.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. You've had that probably 5-6 years.
Now, if it was behind the tee line, he'd be more apt to not go after it.
Right, right. Yeah. The problem is if he leaves that there and it lets Rob have a look at that, he's going to do the the wick off that into the middle. And
yep. He's got to address it.
He's scratching his head again. I think he's just trying to decide what ice he wants.
Looking over his options here.
So he told Carol to give him hack weight, meaning, as we said before, so that the stone will reach the hacks. He also said there's a yellow stone above that. They have that in off also. So.
All three of us.
Ooh.
And Doug Smith getting ready to join us again.
So here's Carol's shot. Oh, he said no. He didn't.
And the line's getting better.
It's getting better. It's hanging out there, though. It's going to work? It's too heavy. Well, that's...
Did minus the blue rock. So.
Yeah, which is okay. I mean, you got to... He couldn't leave that there. I think it was a little heavier than the hack. Weight seemed to be. So he's going to just draw. Rob's just going to draw.
Yeah, he's got a great chance of stealing here if he can get one to the button. In front of the yellow rock.
Carol and Brian just having a discussion how they thought the rock might have backed off a little bit, started to curl and then stopped and then... So here comes Rob's draw.
Little?
A little. Yeah, it's soaking wet.
Put it in a plastic bag. Good weekend, though.
It's the only way to keep you here. Yeah, I'll sit right here. You guys shove over.
Taking his time. Nice quiet delivery. Oh, Rebecca's that heavy? Question?
Heavy and wide. I think we're going to start sweeping for the wick.
Yes, yes.
On the yellow rock.
Yeah, which is nice.
And he may have it. Not quite.
Not quite. Let's see if I can give you that view. There's that view. I took away Brian's shot. Brian's. So he's going to look around to come the other way. You missed that, but people
Brian's going to draw on the
other side,
right side of the sheet now. He's got to leave the blue tap up on the left and opt to get one to the button here.
Right.
Which would make the tap ups more difficult, obviously, because we're there and the yellow rock is there and the blue rock is not. But
right. Well, if he guards the tap up, then Rob's going to come around the other way and try to get to the button. So.
And knowing Brian, he may have to throw the shot twice too. So he's giving himself a.
He's still looking at the
options.
Well, that's there. So here's the issue he's thinking about. You don't want to give up the steal here. You need to take your
absolutely.
You need to take two, but in it, no matter what, you can't let them have any more points.
Yep, and the fact that those blue rocks are so close together, it's not a very easy raise. He's got to hit it exactly in the right spot to bring it back to the yellow one.
Right.
Or far enough to outcount it.
Right. So Brian's going for the draw.
Yeah.
Now, as Dave said earlier, they haven't been playing on this side, so.
Might be a little slower.
Right. So now they're discussing.
Feeling all right? You survived. So are you sleeping on the way up? Way home? Buy me something. There you go.
Sorry, our engineer is trying to work on the camera. That's why you're seeing a little interference. We don't. Sorry about that. Oh, they've changed their mind. Wow,
It's like
they've
Brian's
changed.
going to cover up this raise.
raise.
He doesn't feel good about leaving it for him.
Well, I don't know if he felt good about it. Dale doesn't feel good about it.
A little team decision here.
Yeah.
And that's always helpful to have input like that. Whether you choose to accept it or not, it is nice to have the input.
Well, I think nobody's drawn down the other side either, and the people have been playing on this side. So, I mean, it's you can't do everything.
Sure.
You gotta, and he is sitting at one now. If he misses this draw and then Rob makes his shot, you know, you're not sitting one anymore.
Great point.
It's like nice. Looks a little heavy. No. We were just talking about this. It's got to come. It's not heavy, but it's got to.
They got to get it over.
Right. It's, you know.
They're over.
But now they're trying to drag it so you don't leave a lot.
Cover it up. Yep. Well guarded. I think the way it curls over there, it's really that'll
hard,
be a really tough raise.
Tough, right. But he's going to try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they could hold it. All they have to do is hold it out. It just has to hit a third of the rock. Can I tell from what are we talking about? How much he needs? Yeah, about a third of the rock.
Yeah.
And if they remove that, then they're sitting 1-2. Well. Just try to show you the angles on that. He's trying to hit a third of the rock.
Whoops. Sorry, chum.
All right, so Rob's getting ready to this shot. I'm going to throw some weight.
Sure looks wide, but I can't. It does come hard here on the depending on the weight. This is hanging out. He's clearly on the yellow rock.
Oh, but it makes the draw harder on the other side.
Yes, it does. Still there though. Just got to be close to the blue circle to get his 2. And I don't think there's much else on the other side.
No,
so.
I mean, it's too dangerous to even come near those blue
Exactly.
rocks.
There are a few of those rocks in it.
Well, it looks like sheet 2 is shaking. The B event, Utica 1. Mike Kessler's team over Utica 4, Pat Costello's team. Congratulations to both of those teams.
Okay.
Okay, Brian's ready to make his draw. This snaps very hard. Look at, she's calling it very hard. I think it's on the guard.
He's not by. He's on the guards. And he's just going to get his 1 here and make it a 1-point game.
Put it up on. And I'll work down a little bit. Just keep it up there for this one.
Putting it on, we're putting it on quad view, so Doug, our engineer, can play around with the wireless receiver up there. Get ready for a beep.
That'll be our next investment in the curling club, is to get a big satellite dish to put up on top of the club. No.
It's not flickering anymore. It's fine. Okay, Marge is getting ready to shoot her first shot. Put a guard up. So as we thought, our first event final is a really good game between Burlington 2, Rob DiPodesta's team, and Brian Moore, Utica 2. Right now, after 6, the score is Burlington 2, 7, Utica 2, 6. Well, the F event's still going. Nashua 2 is up 2 on Schenectady 4. But Schenectady 2 looks like they are it's in the 6th end.
Last rock. Looks like he just got 4.
Looks like he just got 4, yeah. So it looks like now, if we from over here, it would be Schenectady 4, Dan Navertle's team. 9, Daryl Dinsdale's team from Nashua. 7. Is that right?
No, 8-6.
8-6.
Yep.
So did you catch this shot? Is she drawing in?
I think she's putting another guard up, but if she's a little heavy, it'll. If it's over. Don't know that they got it over. Just did not get it over. when all the games start to end too, the ice does firm up a little bit, and that shot maybe when the shed was full of people might have went a little bit further, but it stiffened up a little bit with everybody leaving the ice. This is going to come right to the center and tap the yellow one a little bit.
Yeah, it is stiffening up, I think, out there.
Brian's happy with that outcome.
He's got his 2 guards, so that's...
Yep. I think he'll have to start making Dale draw here, I would think.
Yeah, Burgle Bunny, Utica 1 took the B event. So Brian's setting up some guards. He's going to put guards up and either tap them back or draw around, trying to steal one in this end. I was going to promote this one.
It's going to work out pretty good if it has enough weight.
Oh, it curled at the over curled at the end.
Still going to shove it into the rings, I think. Maybe not.
No.
Doesn't look like it got there. But he has 2 good center guards up for sure.
Ah, they're going to take out the first one.
Yep. Smart choice with Hammer here. He's going to want to keep the front end open if he can.
Yeah. So Rob in this end wants to take his 2. Taking his 2 and then really makes it difficult for Brian coming home. So, got rid of one of them, but it's actually a good break for Brian. It leaves guards up front. So is he going to try to beat him to the 4-foot? Is that that's
either or? He's either going to do it via the draw or via the tap on his own, I would think. Looks like he's going to put him another guard. Patient man. This may work out and be kind of a draw here if it misses both of these rocks.
Oh,
they would bring it right into the park.
Yeah.
And what turned out to be a guard turned out to be a draw, but it's a pretty beneficial shot for Brian right behind that blue guard.
Well, they're going to try the double here. Saw Rob motion with his broom. Just hit it on the outside, just on that side of the line and center line, and probably get the double. I think it's a... Yeah, it looks good. Now it's going to overcurl. It's not going to get the double. Get 1.
Yeah, it looks like a nose hit, pretty much a nose hit.
Yeah, he'll get 1. He wanted it to stay out a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if they don't sweep, let them curl even more, they get the shot.
He was trying for the double there.
Yeah, I know he was, but I was just saying. Hey, Stella, do you have this pin? This collector?
I do.
Okay, just want to make sure.
So Brian's sitting shot, and so now he's going to put a guard up. I think he wants to protect. It looks like he's trying to. Well, no.
Changed his mind.
Changed his mind.
Gutsy call here to draw.
It is a gutsy call.
even if it doesn't get all the way to the forefoot, coming half behind the blue rock would be a good shot because he'll take the raise away from Burlington.
No, I think he decided he's putting the guard back up.
Yep.
So if he Burlington also has the run back into the yellow.
Yes, they do.
So if you put a guard right in the middle of those two, you make those shots harder.
Yeah, and you're also making the forefoot inaccessible
Right.
too, which is always a good idea without hammer.
I started sweeping a little early.
Looks like a good guard here from Carroll.
It's like a great guard. If you just tuck it over, behind one, in front of one, and behind the other, you're sitting nice.
Yeah, well done.
Now he's going to tap that up back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's questioning. He's like, "Do we remove the guard?" Yep. Nope. They're gonna try to run it back into the.
Angle raise takeout. Not a lot of room here for this shot, but it can be done. And it certainly has a chance.
He's calling whoa.
Oh, it looks real good.
Yeah, it does.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Raised takeout. The angle raised takeout. Lovely shot.
Lovely shot. Nicely called. So he's going to have Carroll draw. No, he's going to get to the forefoot first. They're not sweeping it, so I think the weight must be good. Good or... Ooh. Put the brooms on it, backed right out. Did you see that?
Tell you what, it looks like a good shot, though. If it slows up just a little, it looks like a very, very good shot for Carroll behind the guard and then right on the tee line. Very nice shot, just slightly behind the tee line. Great shot for Shot Rock.
Yeah.
Change your color.
Big decision here for the Burlington skip. Should he
I think he just wants to open it up.
draw down to that rock? Because it would sort of leave him playing for one.
I love.
He
I
has
think
two
he's
other-
asking. Can't tell what he's. Let's ask the Burlington team to interpret for us. All right, what does he want to do over there, Burlington? What is he trying? What is his broom saying he's going to do? He's going to open up the front, which.
And by doing that, if he nose hits this blue rock that he's trying to remove, he may run it right back into the yellow rock that's on the forefoot for Team Moore.
Now he can pull this out. Yeah, it looks like he's going to do. Oh, no, it's curling.
It's real close.
It's real close.
Made shot. Oh, it just got in the way. Just over.
Oh. Yeah.
A lot of blue rocks in the park.
What's he doing? Oh, he wants to hit off and roll behind. Wow. It's a little dangerous if you nick the front guard, the front blue.
They're going to open it up for Team Burlington to have a good look at that, the rock on the forefoot.
Yeah. I mean, the shot he's calling, if he can do it, is great.
Sure, he'll be sitting 1 and 2 if he hits half of this blue rock and rolls underneath the blue one, he'll be sitting 1 and 2.
Well, and he removes that anyway, that's rock 2, but I don't think then he'll be shot 2.
Are the Lafayette kids coming anymore? Is that Lafayette kids? Have they been coming?
What, your neighbors?
Jeff and Karen. Have they had?
Your neighbors, right?
What's that?
They're your neighbors?
Next door.
Because if he doesn't make it,
Or if he doesn't hide, he can tap his center guard up
He
too.
overcurls and it's got. Yeah, I mean, to me, there's less harm.
This way, yeah. And then
Well, Brian,
Brian believes he can make this shot. That's good though. Yeah, if you believe it, that is a good thing.
they're calling, they got him on right away. It's just, they're yelling, hurry. I can't see, is he going to nick the guard?
No, he's by.
He's by the guard. This is exactly what he wants to do. No, it isn't.
no, it's not.
Except he didn't.
And it came right down for 1 and 2.
No, but that's, he was playing the card.
No, I was playing the wick.
Thought he might have been playing a little
wick. I thought he was playing the
a
little
little
wick.
hit and roll.
Yeah.
that's I think his original call.
Was that his first shot?
Yes.
His first call was
His first call was the wick and roll.
pick and roll.
I don't think he was playing the.
It worked out really good
Yeah.
because that blue rock is going to be is almost unusable now for Team Burlington as far as getting at the yellow rocks from a from a raise perspective.
No,
So he's going to get that blue rock out of the way or run it right back.
He thinks you can. If you hit the nose on the back one, he can spill both of them, and I think he's right. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
let's take a look at that house down there. If you hit the nose of,
They both go.
yeah, that's what he's looking at.
Not the kind of shot you want to shoot with any degree of regularity, but
No.
but it certainly
Well-
looks like it's there.
And when you make it, it's fantastic.
It's the one that keeps you coming back.
That's right. Well, if he makes it, he's sitting 4. Well, he might lose his. He might lose the rock he raised, but he's sitting 3. He's throwing some weight. No, it's coming back. Oh, it's on the
Pretty
outside.
outside, yeah.
But he opens it up for himself, so Brian's going to have to. Oh. Brian, it's now you need to throw a guard.
Yeah, you got to give these 2 yellow rocks some protection here. Probably right on the 4 foot, just inside the 4 foot line.
You two yelling at the floor? Trying to.
Moving the guards. He moved the other
Right in the
guard.
sweet margin. Oh, yeah.
But, Brian's going to, he'll guard his, and, he needs to do that. But the whole other side, the whole button's open for
Action on about 25.
Rob to draw.
So, but it's been there've been a lot of rocks. There've been a lot of discussion by both teams.
Yeah, I think he'd like to be somewhere in the middle of the 4 foot plane.
Yeah, and I'd be in. And I'll count the other rocks. I don't think the guy can triple them out.
Rockfoot played them last night. They did so that.
Well, I might just touch the 8 foot, so then I'm out counting every other.
I know.
Engineer mind, this can't be
No.
gotta look at all the possibilities.
This is an important guard.
Like, despite the
Brian Jelly, you got to go.
Almost looks like this rock picked.
so narrow.
I think it picked. It
It
really
picked.
took off on him.
Yeah. Oh, changing handles again?
It's coming back.
Changing handles again.
Yeah, if it's over, it's not. Well,
Well,
it's so high that it's really almost not a guard. The fact that it's so far away from the house.
I don't know that he can take both of those out. I mean, he can throw a lot of weight. Do you think he can take both of them out?
I do not. I don't know that he would just draw down and get his 1 and be ahead 2 without the hammer coming for home.
Right.
But he might be trying it, though. He's giving it a good long look.
It grabbed something. It looked like he grabbed something, or he did something on his release.
And then it reversed handles on him the
so
last 10
either
feet.
he put nothing on the. He didn't put a handle on it and reversed. He does. This is his last rock.
This is a hammer rock right here. Yep.
Well, he's looking at the run back into the yellow. No, that's a yellow run. Sorry. I thought it was a blue rock. He's looking at trying to get to the almost the
Is it curling a lot?
He had a pick there, I think, his last rock picked.
Right.
And then it
either
reversed
picked
handles.
or he didn't have a real big handle or a
It is.
real positive handle.
Red one? Yellow?
It is.
He's trying to get to the nose. He wants to get to the nose and try to pop both those yellows out, and then he sits a whole bunch. And you go up. He sits 5. You go up 5. That's shaking at the end of. You go up 6. That would be shake. He's trying to put the game out of reach for Brian. He misses. He takes 1. So what's the downside for him? He misses.
The
And
downside
takes
is if he's wide and he takes himself out in the back, he gives Brian 1,
Gives
and it's a
Brian
tie
2.
game with the hammer coming for home.
Well,
And if he makes the right shot, I mean, it's a difficult double. But if he makes the double and sits 5, you're right.
He's done.
It's the A event final.
Right, but if he misses everything, most he gives up is 2. He's coming home down 1 with the hammer.
You don't ever think about missing everything, do you?
No. But he'll definitely get 1. He should get 1 on this, unless he wrecks on the guard.
Oh, it looks like it's pretty. The broom is in a pretty aggressive spot. I think
Yeah.
he's going after them both. I think
Yeah.
you're right.
I think he wants to put the nail.
The guard is so
Wants to nail the coffin.
he gets past it.
He gets past that guard, and boy, that double's there. Okay, let's get down on that shot. Let's get down on that house. See if it's gonna work. It's not gonna curl.
He may get his 1 here.
Oh no, he
Maybe
doesn't.
not. No, he.
Tie
That's a
game.
steal
No
for Team
extra
Moore.
end.
Steal for Team Moore. Tied for the tied coming for home.
There we go. So that's the way the A final should be. Although, you got to give Rob a lot of credit. I mean, he went for the.
Because he just.
Yeah, I think Team Moore was down 6-2 at one time, so a nice comeback by them to make an
Right.
exciting
Right.
finish for the A final.
But Rob's thinking I coming home tied with the hammer. I can draw my, keep the middle open. I can draw my last shot for the win.
Important guards here.
Okay, I was doing real good about all knowing where everything was. And now I can't.
Right there. Oh, your broom. I didn't know you had a broom.
Yeah.
Kind of a thrill for Team Moore to be in this spot that they're in right now, having run this Bonspiel for 15 years and being in the A final.
Nothing wrong with running one.
No, it's just Roger's on.
Okay.
For when? Tomorrow?
Are you a higher skip?
Aggressive call here by the Burlington skip, bringing a rock right into the park. Hoping Brian will play a freeze, which he won't do. He'll guard.
So how did it end up? Oh, Brian ended up with one.
They rolled out.
Do a replay on that on the TV. Play it back.
You can look
Brian
at.
will disregard this rock and throw his center guard with his second
Right.
stone.
So this is where I get confused. It's like I would take that.
One wins the game for the team with the hammer. The rock is completely irrelevant.
Really?
Sure, because you don't care if you lose by 2 or 3 or 4. What you got to do is protect the 4 foot right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to hit and roll to behind your cover. So here we go. It's the race to the 4 foot now.
Yep. I think Brian would be happier if those guards were a little closer to the park, but
Oh, it looks like Schenectady took another 3. They're up 11-6 over Nashua.
they played a great game against us. They eliminated us from the event that they're playing in right now.
They eliminated
this morning. They
us
played a
too.
great
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, they were quite good against us last night.
A little heavy here. This is a break for Brian.
Yep. Just gonna sweep it out. It's not really working too hard.
You guys better hope you're not like out here. That's all I got to say.
And Brian's going to set up
Oh,
another
the
guard
guard.
here.
Dang.
So we have one of our regular commentators who's at home say Roger Roulette saying tie with maybe 70% chance of win, up to with maybe 90% should be an exciting end. So what he's explaining is that if you're tied with the hammer coming home, if you look at statistics for the pros, I believe, or you know those people who are in the nationals and worlds, you get about 70% chance of winning. But if you're up 2 coming home, you got about a 90% chance. But Rob's got to like his chances. He's going to start to blow these out. He just said you got to run that into the pile and get rid of these yellow guards.
It's going. Coming home.
We gotta be normal to get stuff moving. I'll give you this. That was normal?
In somebody's head, it was an awesome show.
Whoa, 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 he's calling. Ooh.
Another break for Team Moore.
Yep.
You want all the clutter you can have without the hammer here, only needing 1 for Burlington to win the game. At some point, he's going to have to make a decision to come around. Yep.
The other guard's not bad. It's gotta be down in here though. Come on this guard here, guys. Come in great. We're gonna come that way at it. We're losing the barrier, you know.
I don't know why now.
Yeah, that's good.
But we have to have some. Could you have them done by tomorrow? No, we have so much fun that we kind of wanted to have something, you know, but not to have to four shirts down.
Is he calling him in, or is he calling for
He's
anything?
calling him just right at the top of the 12 foot. Just what that'll do is when the other skip tries to bust open the front end,
He's got another
Brian will
guard.
have his own rock there, so something could happen to keep rocks in play. everything in play is Brian's friend at this point, and not so much friends of the Burlington team with the hammer, only needing one to win the game.
Just didn't come at all.
And Rob will take another shot at opening up the front end up here.
Marina.
Oh, this might help Brian. Oh.
Well, opened it up. Mission accomplished as far as that was concerned.
Yep.
Brian's going to put it back.
Be patient.
Strategically correct, but it's just. But if you hit and rolled over behind those guards, that wouldn't be good? No?
Not at this point.
Okay. Because I'm inexperienced, so I understand it, but I just.
So there's a question of why you would leave a blue stone in the house at this point, and really the reason is that as Dave
It's
said
not
before,
in the 4-foot.
It's not in the 4-foot. So what Brian's trying to do is basically put a guard up, not let Rob get to the 4-foot.
Correct.
Once he get there, hit is out there. Ooh. This
Now,
is
if that blue rock was on the button or in the 4-foot, he might try to freeze to it.
Right.
Taking it out, it's your friend. It's something
Right.
to
Something
cling to.
Ooh. Now
Still
that's
quite an open look here, you know.
Right. So what's Rob going to do? Is Rob going to come for it? Go for it?
I think he's still going to keep opening up.
I would open up that. I would take care of that yellow rock.
Good sense of humor. I don't know if he's feeling humor at this point in time.
Looks like he says he wants to come into the...
And of course, drawing here the downside is if it's in the open, it gives Brian something to freeze to.
As Roger's saying, move another guard and open up the whole 4-foot. The blue rock on the wings is insurance for a hit and roll. That's...
Goodness, that looks heavy.
Rebecca's, that's what she's saying, heavy. She's gonna... Oh, this gives Timor a little... Okay, what do we do here, Dave?
Freeze. Freeze right to it. He's going to look long and hard. You're asking me what I would do? I would freeze to it. But, or guard. Or guard.
It's behind T.
Is it fully behind the tee?
Yeah.
Then you
Because
got a guard then.
if he freezes to it, they're going to come down and freeze on top of him. Huh?
Right there.
No,
hard here.
yeah, he's going to go.
See, if you freeze to this rock, you hope for a miss for the other team.
Top 4 behind the yellow corner. Because that's what he's... Yep, that's what he's calling. He said, if you heard Brian, he's calling for the top 4 behind the yellow corner, but he said a guard's okay too. If you put all yellows in front of the house, you have a tap-up opportunities galore, and that's what he's doing. Be careful, it's going to snap hard. They dragged it out. It's going to be the guard. Now there's going to be a conference.
Oh, yeah, no, he looks like that all the time.
Oh, he does?
Stress reliever.
Okay. So Burlington, although they're sitting 1 and 2, there's dangerous rocks around for them everywhere, and now they're trying to decide what they do.
Nice job.
Well, what you don't want to do if you go to open this up is run the yellow one right into the blue one
Right.
and leave it guarded.
Right.
And there is no way to easy peel this,
Things go right?
because you could run it if you're narrow. You could run it into the blue one, and
Right.
lots can go wrong here. Roger just put up no easy peel. No way. I was thinking the same thing. No easy way to peel this.
Danger Will Robinson.
And he can't take both of those runbacks, those raises away from Brian. He can take one or the other away, but he can't take them both away.
So final on sheet 6 in the F event, Schenectady 4, Dan Avertell's team over Daryl Dinsdale's team from Nashua. And the A final is as exciting as we predicted. You know,
Okay, so it's like the second.
Tell you what, the more I'm looking at this house, real gutsy move would be to
they're guarding.
hit those 2 yellow rocks right in between them and spill them both and sit there. Wouldn't be it.
They're going to guard.
He's going to guard.
So they're having a good time on the ice. It's always good to have, when you're in a good game, to keep your sense of humor.
Yeah, I'm working on that one.
We all are, aren't we? They're putting a guard up. I think
It's going to come right to the, maybe it's going to stop. I thought it was going to come right to the other. What he doesn't want to do is line it up for Brian.
I think it's not lined up. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no, it is lined up.
What do we call that one? We call that one the loaded gun?
The loaded gun, and I don't know if you can hear everybody in the background, but we had a lot of ohs.
Doug Smith plotting this one out over here on the graph.
Well,
Yep.
whoa, Brian's looking at the outside then. I like the one.
Again, Burlington with hammer here.
Well, the reason Brian's looking at the outside one is if he's leaving that other one for his last shot. Plus, if he does the outside one, and then it's very hard for.
Only needs one, he's right.
Yeah. He's looking at the.
What you don't want to do is hit this too hard if you do the double run back
Right.
and have it hit half that
have
rock
it
and
boom
spill out
style.
and not be shot rock. If you go for this one, you want to be shot rock here.
Right.
I think you hit that blue rock anywhere with the right weight, and your yellow rock is going to be shot as long as you're not too heavy.
Well, he wants to hit slightly on the inside. So the drag effect will send it towards the middle, but he doesn't want to. You don't want to be too heavy.
Yep.
Yeah, as Roger said, if you hit the cannon with high or low side with any weight, you can miss it.
I don't see him missing it, but famous last words.
Now he loves the shot. He just wants to hit just off, tear off nose, just on the inside, and I think it's going to be just pop right down to that blue rock, lock right on it, and then Burlington has a. I mean, then they have to blast everything. If he does this correctly, he's guarded too. Also.
Just not too much weight here.
Ooh, outside.
Yep. Coming now, though.
Here it comes.
Coming now.
No, it's too wide.
How do you like that one?
Oh.
That's a money shot right there.
Yeah.
Big time shot by a big time player.
That's right.
Been there and done that.
Try that again.
But very well done.
There, it looks like they were totally frozen. So.
So now, being that blue has 2 rocks left here, he's going to run this blue one back and move them around because it's froze pretty solid. It looks like it's right on it.
So that's what we meant by the drag effect. If you saw where they were frozen together, you saw where Brian hit the rock, and you saw how the way that the angles that it hit just let the yellow rock kind of drift back into the to the blue rock.
Weight was real important.
Yeah,
too.
weight was really important on this shot. You couldn't overthrow it. You overthrow it and
Who's that?
Might have skittered by it.
Yeah, right. Skittered.
Or
Right, you
rolled
missed
out.
it. It rolled out. Yep. So now he's going to shoot a bit of weight at this. Oh, over curled.
It really curled hard on him. I think that was a pick, if I'm not mistaken, the way it took off.
Well, he's going to open this up now.
Maybe. That was
Yeah,
a pick.
that was a pick.
And Brian would like to come
Brian-
half behind this
the
blue one.
Yep. He wants to take that. He doesn't want to move that guard, though.
Yeah, moving the guard would be a bit of a disaster.
Freeze, corner freeze, corner freeze to it.
So you don't want to move that blue guard. So he doesn't want to be heavy. If he corner freezes on that guard, that's okay. If he comes behind that guard, that's okay. You just don't want to move that guard.
Right.
All right, this is how you give yourself life.
Yeah,
people.
he can't even be a little wide here and actually
Right,
just
right.
touch his yellow rock
Tuck
and
it
roll.
and roll. That was the call. I don't know if the camera was on it when he said that to Carol. If I'm wide, just nick off our. He just doesn't want to give Rob a path to that rock. Seems a little heavy, doesn't it? I can't tell. She's playing for the wick. That was a nice call by Carol. She played for the wick. She played for the wick. That was a great call by Carol. There you go.
Great shot.
Good job, Carol.
Great shot.
That girl knows how to curl.
I don't know if you heard Brian saying up, let it curl, and Carol was all the way calling for that little wick, and it worked. well.
Oof. I don't know. He does have an in off.
He does have an in off, but that's
Tough shot.
that is a real tough shot.
Got a little wick off the yellow one.
Yeah.
A little wick off the yellow one to move it. I think he's going to opt for the double run back.
Make the shot later to it. And what I'm saying, in league play, we don't have that opportunity a lot. No offense to anybody. I'm just saying, his ability is.
Blue Green will give you the rundown after this game is over.
Looking at this in off the yellow one. Got to just hit about 2 inches of it. 1 inch.
I don't know Blue Green, but
Taking a good look at this in off the yellow.
this has been a great game for those of you who are not as familiar with curling. You can see even at the club level that we get some really, really good games. And, yeah, everybody's at the glass watching this game. That's what we love for an A final.
You couldn't ask for a more exciting game, huh?
Right.
There's a little nick off the yellow rock that's up outside of the park, too.
Yeah.
That
There
rock
is.
up
Yeah,
there.
there's
a
a
little, you
nick,
can almost throw that one to miss it.
Right.
And just tick it, and that's one way of getting at it. It's going to be easier to get that rock out of there coming from this side of it, the right side of it.
Yeah, you got it. But it's so. He makes that shot. It's a great shot. I mean,
I'm not so sure the yellow rock isn't in the way. It might just be in the way. The last rock that Brian threw might be in the way now, though. Because I didn't see that rock. She's in front of the thirds in front of it.
So Brian's happy. Everybody's watching him.
So it looks like the double run back.
We'll run back, and here we go. Full bore. Uh-oh.
It's got a chance.
Oh, it's got a chance.
No. Good try. Great throw and a great
throw,
game.
Great
What a
game.
wonderful
What a
game.
game. Yeah.
How fitting to have Team Moore
Yeah.
win the A event in their last
Right.
year of running the Bonspiel.
So Team Moore takes the first event finals for their 4th time. This is their last year, 15th year of running this event, and so congratulations to Brian Moore, Marge Moore, Dale Jones, and Carol Jones for a great event, and Team Burlington too. What a great team. Rob DiPodesta, Rebecca Pipes, Bob Mahan stepping in for Dave Nickel, and Christine Gordon. What a great game. So let me run down the scores on the other sheets. As a event, our first event was Brian Moore's team from Utica. The B event was Mike Kessler's team over Pat Costello's team. Or the event 2. Event 3 was Utica 5 Bill Morehouse over Burlington 3 Charles Fersman. The D event, our 4th event, Dave Palazzoli's Utica 8 team over Karen Mahan's Brockville team. The E event, Philadelphia 1 Nancy Gertison Vanderhoop's team over Schenectady 2 Scott Brennan's team. And the F event, Schenectady 4 Dan Navarchill's team over Nashua 1 Daryl Dinsdale. What a great competition. And Doug Smith and I are going to wrap it up. We had a great time doing this. So Doug, thank you very
Julie,
much.
Very fun, a lot of fun, nice job. And we have a couple more events. We're actually doing the Charity Challenge. Dan Buress had asked me to do some streaming on the 9th of March.
Oh, great.
And I told Charlie for the new curler Bonspiel we might. So I'll probably just leave the cameras as is, like we've been doing. It's no harm, right? Nobody cares.
Nope.
Okay, good.
Love it.
The
We
club
love it.
president says it's okay. I guess it's okay.
Yeah, we'll be. I'll be here for part of the Charity Challenge and for the for the New Curlers Bonspiel. So
Okay, great.
yeah.
Excellent. All right, so we'll see you again on the
Okay.
channel. Enjoyed it. Once again, Brian Moore, victorious, our champion, our 2013 Cobb Invitational Bonspiel
And
champion.
and there
Utica
wa-
2.
And let's give him a view of camera 3. There's
Camera
a
3.
I
okay.
think they're right there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was a good shot. And we'll
Yeah.
take the scoreboard down real quick so we can see him. There, it's perfect.
That's
And there's a big smile.
there's a big smile for.
There's the winning team.
Well, Marge is Marge is zipping up her coat. Okay, Marge.
There's your winning team.
There's your winning team.
And like you said, his last year
Yeah.
running it, so that's great.
Yeah.
And he played. The whole team played super.
Yep.
And there's
That's
the,
it.
That's great.
Well,
I guess we're going to sign off then. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you soon. Check back for future broadcasts. Have a good afternoon, everybody.